Impatient? I was trying to fix something and you didn't give me enough time. Now there's no chat. I had to start though. The guy is live. Thank you all for showing up to the impromptu stream. It time go. So here we go. Raw Phil thankfully doesn't make us listen to the music.
Goal.
There we go.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, a small blessing.
We've got some interesting topics, including my stream goals have been revamped completely from the ground up based on your input. You've been telling me over the last month and a half
you asked
what
for
makes
this
sense and what doesn't make sense and what you think should change. And so, starting right now, stream goals are different, and I'm going to break it down for you. I think you're going to like the change. In addition to that, Yakuza is invaded by pirates. Yes, this morning.
Somehow I knew we were going to talk about that.
Whatever. RGG did a big conference, and they announced their brand new game coming out next year, and we're going to react to it live. In addition, YouTube has begun playing ads when you pause videos. PG. All this and more on today's awesome episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Ew, don't play that shit. But actually, you know what? Let's listen to it because it's actual. Oh, he muted it anyway. I was like, let's listen to it because it actually sucks ass and is terrible. Let's listen to it for the one time, but it's muted. Thank you, Vaporware 336 for being a member for 9 months. Crush this man's gems, please. Yes. So if he doesn't hit the tips goal now, it's obviously his audience's fault.
Okay. Turn out the lights. Okay.
Because they asked for this.
Today. Welcome to the show.
I cannot get my chat working.
People were asking me to wear this shirt. They were like, "So you got this shirt that's a piece of demo merch from this company that you say you're going to work with,
and it looks terrible.
So we see what it looks like." And I said, "Sure, why not? Today's Friday Night Fights, right? So why not wear the Dan as DSP Dan shirt?" And I hope you like it. It feels very comfortable for the record. So I'm looking forward to having merch again for the first time in who knows how long. What, 3.5 years?
Dude, this fucking sample looked so bad. I wouldn't be caught dead wearing this shirt. Just this shitty piece of art right dead center. Nothing else going on. Generic god awful yellow fucking t-shirt. Just yuck all the way around, bud.
It should be pretty cool to get set up again. And I'll let you know when we have updates on that. That's currently in process. I was told it would take
exactly. The color's an eyesore. Fucking mustard yellow is I'm more of a gray poupon kind of guy.
And then I'll be able to start talking to you guys and showing you the merch, which will be a very exciting segment, I'm sure, for this show. So that's coming. But anyway, enjoy the little demo of merchandise. It's a nice shirt. Okay?
The demo of merchandise. This is a demonstration.
It is Friday the 20th of September.
Y'all are gonna learn something today.
I'm DSP, if you were not aware. If you didn't know that I was DSP, you're in the wrong place. Well, now's your chance to get out before it's too late. Because just so you know, I lock the door, and then you can't leave once I start about 5 minutes in. So you got about 2 more minutes to leave. Okay?
DSP confirmed holding hostages. Don't worry about it.
Anyway. So welcome, everyone. And I think what we should do to open the show, all right, is, oh wow, thank you. See, Dark Ethan already with the early super chat, and this is one of the big changes, all right? To open the show, I should explain to you the big changes to this down here, okay? So allow me to explain here. Let's talk about my new stream goals. Now,
you guys like this? You like the hands up to indicate the new segment? So you guys digging that upgrade we've been doing? I think it looks incredibly regarded. The idea that he has to do this is kind of insane to me.
Let's talk.
Let's talk, guys. New topic.
Stream goals, now called the King's Coffers goal every stream. And I want to explain to you the changes and why this is taking place. But before I do, I need to give you a little bit of background.
Oh
Okay.
my
So
god.
I've been a
You
live
guys need the
streamer,
lore drop on the
for a
fucking
while, but
King's
I didn't have an
coffers.
interactive stream with shout outs and talking to the audience until 2017. When that started,
Why can't
I
anything be
was
simple
very
around here?
green. I didn't really understand how to do it. Um, I was taking in like, no exaggeration, I was taking in like 10-bit super chats on Twitch, and there were pop-ups all over the screen, and everything was confusing. We didn't know how to track stuff. Over on Twitch, they wouldn't even let you reference bits as currency. If you did that, they said you violated their terms of service, and they would kick you out of the partner program. It's probably some weird tax thing for them, some way they classify it as a product or something. I don't know. But anyway,
Or they didn't, like, I don't know if that's true or what the actual purpose of that was, but it could be as simple as they don't want their fake currency conflated with real currency because it feels bad, man. Like disconnecting your fake currency to real currency is the way that a lot of companies get you to spend more money because you have to, like, I don't know, it's the separation from real money to fake money that makes people spend more for some reason. It could be as simple as.
over the years, things have
Yeah,
shifted,
my
things
Twitch
have
is
changed,
active. I
all
see
right?
that. It's not
And
doing
the
anything.
way that my streams work is that I always have some goals in mind to hit. And if I hit them, I usually do some kind of a celebration, whether it's putting on gunner glasses or a hat you pick or a color of a vest that you choose through a poll, or I play an animation and we all go crazy or whatever it is, right? Sometimes there's been bigger goals. For example, I used to do membership goals where if we hit a certain amount of members in a month, I would do like a special marathon and stuff like that. So my goals have varied a lot over the years, and there's good reason for that.
There's really not
For
good reason
example,
at all.
I always kind of emphasize tips over other ways to contribute, and there's a couple of reasons for that. Firstly, when you tip me via PayPal, I get those funds immediately. So I can immediately use that to buy something, like buy a new game, pay a bill, go grocery shopping, order some food for my day off, or whatever it may be. Do a mega pull in WWE Champions, right? So that's why
Oh, for real? No way. Sorry, let me run that
those
back.
funds immediately.
Yes.
So I can immediately use that to buy something, like buy a new game, pay a bill, go grocery shopping, order some food for my day off, or whatever it may be. Do a mega pull in WWE Champions, right? So that's why
I don't even think that was a joke. I think Boss is legitimately just being a shitty scumbag human being live on stream. Like actually admitting that all of those times that he was saying he couldn't afford his fucking groceries, that he wasn't gonna be able to pay his fucking bills. This guy was legitimately doing $120 mega polls with all of your money. Ack. And you're supposed to find it funny. You're supposed to forgive him. You love to see it. You really do.
I kind of always emphasize tips because that gives me liquidity of stuff I can do right now.
That gives me liquidity.
All right. But in addition, there's other reasons too. As you know, every time that you contribute to any live streamer or content creator, there's payment processing fees, and certain people keep certain amount. The middlemen keep money no matter what, right?
Obviously.
And ultimately, tipping has been kind of the best way to contribute to me for various reasons over the years. Okay. So I've always emphasized tips foremost, but I would still shout out super chats and memberships and all the other ways that you can contribute because I appreciate that. But I always had the goal based on tips. All right. Primarily, the real reason that started was because, 4 years ago, I went through a bankruptcy. And at that point,
we know.
I had.
And you lied all over it.
Nothing. I had no credit, no liquidity at all. Only what I made on a day's stream was literally the money I had to spend, period. I had no savings, nothing. Right. So, yeah, it was a very rough time. And so tips being the emphasis definitely was what I needed to do. But here's the thing. Things are changing. This last month and a half, I've seen a distinct increase in viewership.
New wave of positivity, you guys.
I just found this out last night because I wanted to get statistics because I'm about to get paid by YouTube for the month. Guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a huge announcement for me. In the month of August, for the first...
Yo, there's no fucking way this guy gives an actual dollar amount. Like an accurate one? There's no fucking way he's this stupid.
Time in many, many years,
please,
I reached 1 million views.
Okay. All right, that's fine. You want to talk about your views? Go for it, boss. I really thought he was about to give a dollar amount.
For me to hit 1 million views is very hard to do because I don't get cross promotion. I don't get notoriety. I don't go into the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, I hit 1 million views. Now, it was across my channels. Like this channel, DSP Gaming, had around 900,000 views. And then because I did the Rich React with the Kino Casino guys, that boosted my React channel. And between all the channels that I have, I got over 1 million views in August. So that's obviously an amazing thing for something like me, for a small time guy. Okay. So
A
I'm
small
proud of
little
that. I
time
worked
guy
my
like
butt
me.
off and it paid off. Okay. So
A small time guy, but he's got 200,000 subs, but he's got a 16-year legacy, but he's got 60,000 plus fucking videos uploaded to his channel. This is the small guy. This is the guy who thinks that he's going to make it big off of this new YouTube feature, YouTube Hype, because it's intended to help small creators. Is this really the fucking bum bozo that they're trying to help? I wouldn't imagine so. I would imagine that they'd shoot for something better. But it's people like this fella here, that are going to scam their way through this system.
with all this going on, with the extra support and engagement and all of that, basically right now, I'm going to have some
I'm
flexibility.
aggro
What I
today
mean by
again.
that
I've
is,
realized.
for the first time in a
My
very
bad.
long time, I'm not going to have to worry about, oh no, if I have a slower day on tips, I can't do stuff. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to have that problem anymore, at least as long as the level of engagement and support stays around where it was. I don't think I'm going to have these issues anymore. And in fact, as I've been talking to you guys about, what I want to do long term is better my life. You know, I have to get things for the house that we've not had for years, a broken dishwasher,
Which is your
a new
fault.
washer dryer, that kind of stuff. But I would like to long term take another day off. I only get 1 day off a week, and I don't get to spend with my wife for more than half that day. I'm doing errands, I'm going around, we're doing appointments and stuff.
I'm gonna let him
Really
finish.
rough. And if these things, keep up the way they are, things might actually significantly improve for us. So
Okay.
thank you so much if you've been a
Thank you so much. Thank you for the $4,000 that he made in one night streaming with Kino Casino. But he's saying that kind of money has to be rolling in on a consistent basis for him to swap out his washer and dryer, to replace his toilet. Again, I don't know how many of you are home operators or whatever, right? But those things, while yes, expensive, are not that expensive. $4,000 should have solved that issue like that. Like literally in the snap of your fingers, $4,000 could have bought you a washer and dryer, could have bought you a new toilet, could have paid for the service that would have been required to fix all of those things. The idea that that kind of money would have to be coming in on a consistent month-to-month basis to pull this guy out of whatever hole he's dug himself is fucking insane. And if anybody doesn't see that, you've got to be the dented of the dented in order to that to be the case. Legitimately have to be pignatized to the nth degree, completely unsalvageable.
part of this.
And that's why it's so
amazing
disgusting and
resurgence of me
pathetic.
Getting more notoriety, more attention, more support, all of that has been
I mean,
absolutely
think about it. This guy was making $300 fucking dollars a day, right? For whatever 51 streams is divided by 2, 25, 26 days, right? $300 a day for 25 days is insane money to a normal person. Where did it all go? Why does that money continuously have to come in just like that in order to fix any of these things?
amazing. All right. And if anything, I'll say this. It basically, I got this boost originally working with Kino Casino, right? But they've been on vacation for almost a month. But I'm
Yes, you
still
can't
doing
dick
good.
right
I mean, I'm not
anymore.
doing as good as when I was doing stuff with them constantly. Of course, there's no constant crossover between the audiences, but I'm doing pretty darn good for myself with the stuff I'm working on. And I have some updates on that today as well that we'll talk about after this segment. But yeah, things are going pretty good. And now if I keep reaching out and doing collabs and things, I think that things are just going to get better and better. All right.
Oh
So
yeah,
thank
better
you for
and
that.
better.
As a
Totally not on a
result
downward
of me
trajectory.
doing so well in the last month,
Your
the
videos
fact
totally
that
aren't
I'm
still
about to-
pulling in consistently less than 1K views. No, we're only going up, folks. DSP gaming is to the moon. Buy your DSP stocks now, because you're gonna be pissed when they're worth something.
to get a
Or not.
large payment from YouTube. The fact that I'm now getting more flexibility financially, I'm going to adjust my goals on streams to make more sense to you, the viewer, and to count everyone's contributions. Because up to now, this goal has always just been tips, tips, tips. And it really confused people. Let me tell you, when people were coming over, new viewers from Kino Casino, or actually seeing me in the YouTube algorithm, and saying, "Oh, I want to contribute to Phil's goal." And then they do a nice super chat, and I'd thank them, and then I wouldn't update the total. And they'd be like, "What happened? I contributed. It didn't help you hit the goal." And I'd be like, "No, I'm sorry. I'm only counting tips." And they'd be like, "What?" And I
Hey, Phil, I know I just tipped you $100, but you're meaning to tell me that that's not going to go into the tips goal? Huh? What? I understand their frustration. If you give somebody $100, you'd think they'd show a little appreciation, but not the guy. Of course not. Why would he give a fuck? You only just pay his bills.
now, I get it. Like, that's confusing. That's everything should be counted, correct? I think that's the case. Everything should be counted. So, starting today, the goals have completely changed from the ground up. Allow me to explain the new system here on my streams, okay?
Thanks. Let me explain. Takes a huge fucking sip in the middle of a
And by the way, I
middle
have
of a
some
story.
shout outs to do. Why not do the shout outs now, and then you're going to see what I mean.
Brother, for fuck's sake, string together sentences in an order that is at least palatable to a fucking human being. Like, actually, don't tell me you're gonna start explaining something to me, take a fucking sip, and then go, you know what, actually, I've got some tips in right now. Let me just do that beforehand so you can see what I'm talking about. Why don't you fucking explain it first so I know what I'm even looking for? How about that one, boss?
I received a $20 super chat from Dark Ethan, who says, "Hi, Phil, nice t-shirt you have." Thank you, Dark Ethan. Again, sample of the upcoming product line that will be available.
Narkill, I
Lots
agree.
of
I
designs are
thought I
coming,
would
and I'll let you
like
know when we
shout
have more
outs in the
information
middle
on it.
because it would
So
actually
Dark
make more
Ethan
sense, but it is incredibly derail potential. And
is
you
our
just
first super
can't
chatter
put the
and our
shit
top
together.
super chatter of the day. And that adds $20 to the King's coffers. That is correct. Moving forward, super chats now count towards our daily stream goals. Okay.
Thank God.
And that's a huge
It only
change.
took
Also,
it only took literally years of people asking for this to be the case. Thank you so much, DSP. You're so kind. What a lovable dictator you are. Thank you, Wesley H, for the 9 months. I appreciate it. Jesus, 9 months of suffering through the guy with the best skeleton in the Snortex. I appreciate that. I don't know how many skeletons there are, but I appreciate it nonetheless. And Retro Jim earlier with the 6 months. Good to see you, Atlus. Hope life is treating you well. I got off early today. Can't ask for more than that. Wishing a good day of meaningful content. Isn't it always with the guy? Thank you for the 6 months.
so it's going to be top super chatter.
Really
That will
appreciate
be on
you.
the leaderboard. It's not going to be me constantly changing for super chat, super chat. It's going to be top super chatter, just like we've done top tipper. That's going to be the new system. So whether you do a super chat or a tip, it counts towards the goal.
Hate Army is a skeleton.
Okay, and
you're right, Invisible.
whether you do a top super chat or tip, if you're the top one of that category, you will hit the leaderboard. All right. So this is good for a couple of reasons. Okay, let me explain. And by the way, we have a tip. Hold on, let me shout out this tip. The first tip of the day is $2.
How fucking disjointed are these tip shoutouts now,
Let's see.
too? Hold on, guys. We just got a tip. Let me stop what I was talking about.
So I can just ignore it. Okay. Basically, here's the deal. My trolls are so dumb. They don't understand the difference between e-begging or hyping up in a positive way contributions. Here's the difference, because some people don't get this at all. So I should bring...
Bro, there's no difference. I'm gonna stop him. I'm gonna let him finish, but I think that there was no difference, and that honestly, the Kino Casino begs in a way more appealable fashion than he does, and even when he tries that form, it doesn't suit him at all. There is no difference between asking and hyping up contributions and begging. Zero, zilch, none. There's no amount of mental gymnastics that is gonna fix that.
Break this down in this segment as well. Here's the difference. Okay.
Go ahead.
Here's e-begging. You ready?
Go ahead.
Man, my bills are coming due, and I really need to have money for groceries this week. So if you could please contribute to my stream. Please
Prayer hands
send me
are
a
important.
tip, by the way, because I need the money right away. So please do that right now and help me out. That's e-begging.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree.
Okay? You're directly asking for something to fulfill a direct need. You're begging for something to help right now. That's e-begging.
Yes, sir.
What
You
in the
understand?
goddamn?
You know, so far I'm liking this. I like what we're putting down. I'm smelling what he's stepping in. This is all accurate information.
Now, here's the difference.
Okay.
Hey, everyone. All right. Hope you're enjoying the stream. If you are, give it a like right now. Seriously, I'm not even joking. If you're here on the stream right now, we have over 300 viewers and climbing, 37 likes. Let's get that to 50 likes right now. Just click the like button because it's easy to do. It's free, it's quick, and it helps this channel a lot. By the way, let's get some contributions going. Let's get the king coffers filled. How about a top super chat to beat Dark Ethan's 20? And definitely we can get a top tipper in there because the tip right now is only $2. It's very easy to do. That's not e-begging.
That's e-begging, actually. You know, if you were to be handing out pizza and I was like, let's put some pizza in my stomach, you guys, I would love to eat some pizza today, I haven't eaten all day, you know, the king needs his pizza, Atlus needs pizza, so let's go ahead and just fill the room with pizzas, you guys. That's fucking begging for pizza through and through, brother. That's it. I don't know what kind of what your fucking gin has done to your brain, but it is completely useless at this point. You need to stop talking, point blank, period.
That's hyping your stream to get them excited for content and tell them they can support it. That's not saying, oh, woe is me, please, please, please. It's different. And if you don't get that distinction, it's
yeah, Atlus really needs that burrito money. Saturday's going to be a different beast now that I'm going to start begging for burrito money like the guy.
It's that simple. If you don't understand the distinction between positive hype and negative reinforcement begging, you're a fucking mouth-drooling moron, and I don't care about you.
That's so fine, boss.
I don't give a fuck about it.
My skull is incredibly thick and my brain is incredibly small. All
right.
Head's hollow, boss. So, it's impossible to give me a concussion.
All right, cool.
I'll be a mouth-drooling moron if that's what that means.
FYI, if I get insulting messages, if I get trolls coming in here being dicks, I don't have to count any of it at all. All right? I don't. So, you know, it's bullshit when these idiots say stuff like, you know, fuck you, Phil, or, you know, I get a tip and it's something disgusting about my wife or something. He's like, dude, I'm not going to read this out. I'm not going to acknowledge you. I don't have to acknowledge your contribution at all. If you want to be acknowledged on the stream, actually behave by the rules of the stream and don't be a gross, fucked up person, okay?
And that's one of the reasons you can't fucking trust a goddamn thing DSP says when it comes to his money, when it comes to his finances, because he is outright lying to every single person on his stream every single day by not doing that. Because if he gets, he gets 100 troll tips behind the scenes, and let's say 50% of them get charged back, right? He's still up $50. If they're all $1, he's still up $50. That's $50 that he gets to beg for afterwards and say that he didn't hit his fucking tips goal on, right? That's $50 that he's expecting from other people and lying on his fucking stream about. So the guy's actually a lying, scamming piece of shit every day to his own audience, which is deplorable at best.
That's always within the realm of...
I get not wanting to read the messages. You don't want to read the messages. Be my guest, boss. I'm not going to force you to read anything. Nobody can. It's your stream. It's your content. Just like when you're talking about LTG and people are saying shit, oh, that's not me saying it. It is. You decide what you read, bozo. If you don't want to read the messages, be my guest. But don't fucking lie about the number. When you literally your entire personality is begging. Don't lie to me about numbers now.
Of everyone's control when they're a content creator. No one here is obligated to read anything out for anyone. Tough shit if you think it is. There's no obligation. Okay? So please know that, all right? It's just you get to the point where it's like, you know, people just think they can get away with anything because they threw you $1. No, that's
they can get away with anything.
This guy literally insulted me with a $2 tip. So, no, I'm not going to acknowledge you. I'm not going to read it out. Right now, we have no top tipper because I'm not going to acknowledge a $2 negative tip from a troll. Okay?
But what about all those times that Kirk was sending $1 to get unbanned so that he could be racist in your chat some more? We're just going to pretend none of that happened? What about all of the other people who have sent DSP money in order to be unbanned so they can continue to be shitty in his chat? So he's not going to read your shitty message directly to him about him on his stream for $1. But if you want to be ignorant and racist and piss other people off in his chat and his community, again, the people that pay his bills, be his guest, I guess, because that's allowed. Sound good? Sounds good to me.
Cool.
Thank you, Jay Wusso, for the 5. The reason he's talking about fixing up the snort fort, maybe a King County appraiser is making a visit. I couldn't speak to that. Maybe that's the case. Maybe it isn't. It would be incredibly funny if it was, though, because I couldn't imagine what the rest of the state of the house is in, actually.
Okay.
Thank you for the 5 again. Appreciate it.
I received a 20-pound super chat from Cabal, who says $20 Canadian is about $15 US. This tip is about $26. That's correct. And this is going to be the tricky part about it.
Yeah, Snoot, and you're allowed to name yourself Gorilla Gaping Anal Liquid. Like, that's the type of shit that DSP is okay with reading on his streams. But the second that you say that he needs to spend more time gaming and less time fucking being King Yapper over there, yeah, I'm not reading that out. That's insulting, stupid. Why would I read that? I'm not going to acknowledge you. Fuck yourself.
Top of my head, learn different kinds of currency. Like what currencies are equivalent to US dollar, what's more and what's less. The British pound currently is valued more than the dollar. The Canadian dollar is valued a little bit less than the American dollar. So, for example, Dark
That's because that's not a real
$20
currency.
super chat,
Yeah.
it was Canadian. Cabal just did a 20-pound super chat, and that's pounds. That's worth more. So I'm going to have to recognize that and say, oh, Cabal is a bigger super chatter and get Cabal up on the leaderboard right now because that's technically the biggest
Phil needs some
contribution to the
hassle
stream.
doctrine.
You see? But here's the
Not
deal.
quite sure what that
I'm
means.
not going to be a fucking currency converter.
Thank you for the
I'm
five,
not
though.
gonna be an
Not so green
accountant.
salad.
I'm a streamer. I'm making entertaining content for you. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, yeah, hold on, everyone. Got to hold up the whole stream while we currency convert to see who's the top. No, we're not doing that.
Morning,
it's just going to be on the fly. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. You're just going to have to deal with it because people have asked for the super chat thing for years, so I'm doing it now. But understand, I'm not changing my whole format to be a fucking, penny pinching idiot. I'm just going to fucking update the leaderboard, okay?
But it's not that difficult. If he had a setup that made any sort of sense, thank you, Hosky, for the one gifted. If he had a setup that made any sort of fucking sense, maybe one with a multi-monitor setup, maybe, for a full-time professional streamer for the past 16 years, it wouldn't be that difficult to just leave up a Google search of currency conversions, and then while you're talking, you punch in the numbers. It's not difficult at all. He's just fucking lazy. He's not willing to put in the amount of work that is keeping a browser page open on a screen. Like, that's the level of not work DSP is looking to do. Couldn't even type in fucking numbers so that he can give an accurate representation to his own audience. But we're supposed to believe everything that he says. He's an honest and true guy, obviously. Thank you, Commence the Jiggling, for subbing to the channel. Hell yeah, dude. Really appreciate that. And Hosky with the 2 big ups to work letting the guy TM out early. Yes, sir. We did like 7 hours of training today, and they gave us pizza. And I stole a 2-liter of Pepsi. Shout out all my Pepsi drinkers out there, of course, and my fellow finger sniffers.
So right now, you're right. Cabal doing that 20-pound super chat basically is bigger, right? So, you know what the funny part is? There's no pound symbol on an American keyboard. I'm sure there's a way to do it somehow. I just don't know how, nor am I going to learn. So I'm just going to say 20 bucks. Okay, so people know, hey, more than 20 bucks. Like if someone does 21, they beat it. They beat them. Okay, it's that simple.
It's that simple.
It's going to be guesstimating. Exactly, guesstimating.
Cabal getting felted.
Sitting around.
If your wait a minute, if your currency, right, is slightly higher than the dollar, you're gonna get absolutely fucking shit on by other people in the chat that are gonna tip less money than you, or super chat less money than you, rather, not tip, super chat less money than you. You're gonna get kicked off the leaderboard because DSP is lazy. Why would you even bother then? Would you run a race, right? And you come in first, the person comes in, a second behind you, and they go, I'm not gonna I'm just gonna round it. That guy still won, even though he lost. You wouldn't run that fucking race ever again. You'd be like, these fucking organizers suck. Thank you, Paul Turner, for 6 months. I'm just not gonna learn is Phil's motto for life. Absolutely, brother, absolutely. I'm not looking to learn after we got out of college, 100% certain. And that's why he had to leave Best Buy, of course, because he was unwilling to learn.
Currency conversions on the fly, and any moron who sits in the chat and demands it is going to get banned, just like that guy right there who just got fucked off and kicked in the ass. Because I'm not going to waste my time currency converting when I can be making entertaining content for you guys.
That was pretty close to being sus there, boss. Watch your language.
So there you go. Now, what does this mean for everything? Well, here's the deal. Will we still have tiered rewards? Yes, in some cases. For example, today, if we hit $50 in contributions, yeah, I'll put on the Gunner glasses. Today, if we hit $100 in contributions, sure, we'll do a vote for a hat. But we don't always have to do it. If I'm in the midst of something hype, if we're in the midst of something exciting, and we're not going to just come to a screeching halt to be doing these. It's going to be situational. Some days we'll be playing more chill games and it makes sense, and some days it won't. For example, if it's at night and I'm playing Street Fighter and I'm sweating profusely playing the game, and we hit the $150 goal, no, I'm not going to say, hey, let's put on a heavy fucking vest so I can overheat and fucking pass out from heat exhaustion on my stream. And I'm not going to listen to any morons who demand it either. Because
What
if
a
you demand it
whiny
and you're a
bitch,
whiny baby
bro.
in the chat, where's the vest? Where's the vest? I'm gonna say, where are you? Not in my chat because you're banned and I'm not gonna bother with you.
This guy could never work a real job. Ever in his life again could he work a real job. That's why he's got to hold on to this with everything he's got. Because brother could not do a real living ever. Oh, I'm gonna die from heat exhaustion sitting in my fucking room playing Street Fighter. Get over yourself, boss. It not only is it there's no way in fuck that room is that hot. I'll tell you that for free. I don't care what he says about the sun beating down on it. He's out of his fucking gourd if he thinks it's actually 100 degrees. But it's a fucking vest. People laugh at other people in real life for wearing a vest because it doesn't do shit for you. But I'm expected to believe that you're literally gonna die sitting in your actually air-conditioned room. I guess not anymore. He took him out. Maybe a little prematurely, who knows? I guess it's 57 over there right now. You can't see it, I can. 57 degrees in Renton, Washington. It's nice and cool day. I don't think you're going to die from heat exhaustion. It only gets cooler at night.
Because now...
Oh, wait, real quick before I unpause. Maximus with the 2 came in here to talk about Pepsi. I can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man. Thank you for the 2. I appreciate it. And the Meth Bear with the 5. Why use Canadian money? Canada got wrecked with a Blackstone Fortresses. Doesn't exist anymore. LOL. I'm not quite sure what a Blackstone Fortress is, but if Canada got wiped out, I don't think we lost anything. Thank you for the 5. That's fair. I appreciate it. And Hosky with the 2. Imagine being 42 and sweating profusely playing Street Fighter. Yes, incredibly pathetic and sad. The type of shit that you could have been doing when you were 10 years old, sitting at your mom's house playing games, sweating online, is what this man is doing at 42 years old to make a living. Think about that.
Now the streams are different.
Thank you for the 2.
The streams are about hype, excitement, fun. It's not about, oh, I have to fundraise and I have to fucking hit a goal. We're not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of that shit. I'm really tired of these fucking people who are like demanding babies. They're just gonna kick your ass right out. I don't care anymore. Okay, I don't need you around. Toxic people. Okay, so
toxic people.
The tiered rewards are 50, 100, 150, and then when we hit 200, that's the official King's Coffers goal for every stream, and that's when we're gonna do our big celebratory Make It Rain animation and all of that, and that's when it will add to the King's streak. Okay, that's how it will work. That's how we're gonna.
Sounds good. Nobody cares.
Okay, so. You might say, well, I don't get it, Phil. Why is the King's Coffers now $200? It used to be $150. Well, here's why. The goal was to raise about $150 in tips in a day, and that was it. Now, the thing is, everyone else contributed. People were super chatting. People were doing memberships. People were tipping. None of the stuff except tips ever got counted. So every day that I hit 150, I literally was hitting over 200. I don't think there was a single day where I hit $150 in tips and it got nothing else. It never happened. Okay, the thing was, it wasn't getting counted. Now I want to count it. So
now he wants to count it. Shut up, DSP. I tried to pause. Now he wants to count it. There was days where he was hitting 150 and it was actually over 200 if you take into consideration the super chats. But you know goddamn well, every single one of those days, he was telling everybody, oh guys, let's get the momentum going. We gotta hit 150. Knowing himself that he was well over the actual amount that he was asking for because he knows what the super chats equal out at the end of the day. Even though he doesn't keep track of them publicly for everybody else to see. So he was actively begging, knowing that he had already technically made $150, which is his goal. Think about how shitty that is. But now he's got a change of heart after years of people asking for this exact change. Very cool. You're supposed to praise him now, obviously. Not so green salad with the 5. At this point, go to Renton and mess with Phil. I would genuinely love to see his reaction to a troll messing with him IRL. Absolutely not. Please do not interact with DSP in real life. He's not worth it. He does not deserve it. In all honesty, you probably shouldn't even be messing with DSP on the internet aside from pointing and laughing. Because again, he's just not worth it. He's a pathetic little piece of shit that just deserves mockery. Nothing more, really. Thank you so much for the 5. Nonetheless, boss.
Right? And we're hitting it or whatever. But now, basically, I'm making less. Because I was hitting 150 before plus super chats. Right? I'm going to add everything together and have a bigger goal because it makes sense. You don't say, oh, let's update the total so that I make less money every day now and I'm shooting myself in the foot. Why would I do that? I'd be a complete fucking idiot, right? It wouldn't make any sense.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking
Fuck
way.
is Huff? What currency is that?
Okay, so, and there you go. Stubert says you even could have done 250 and it would have been fair. Yeah, but I'm not going to go crazy.
Hungarian
It already was
forint?
150, we were hitting it. Let's make it 200, adding in everything together. This should be an easy win for everyone. Because here's the thing.
Fuck is a foreign?
There were people who were coming by and absolutely wanted to contribute, but they just didn't want to do PayPal, right? Now you can do the super chat. And
they didn't want to, a lot of people didn't want to do PayPal because you actively get their information. If you're not breaking the PayPal TOS by giving fake names, DSP's getting your information. He can lie all he wants. If you PayPal anybody else, you can see their name, they can see yours. All you have to do is do it once and you find out. The idea that he's lying to his audience, saying that he doesn't get any sort of information other than an email is ridiculous, because they get the same fucking receipt he does. What is he talking about? Anyway, the one testicle man with the 4,000 Hungarian followers. I've been following the teachings of DSP Dent Walk for 4 days, and my legs are so muscular and thick, I almost look like Chun-Li. Thick ass thighs, boy. Phil is my sensei now. Anyone questioning his honor, I'll roundhouse kick him in the spleen. Shoot for it, boss. I'll gladly take that if you got it to show off. I appreciate the 4,000 Hungarian followers, though. For real, for real. Thank you, one testicle man. Very cool.
Maybe you just don't like contributing through YouTube for whatever reason, but you want to do a PayPal tip. You could do that. The flexibility is there. And the thing is, as long as I'm getting
one testicle man like Chun.
It won't matter. I should have the liquidity now that I don't absolutely need that many tips every single day. Do you see? As long as I'm making it every day, it doesn't matter. Right? So there you go. And I want to give everyone a shout out. I do. I don't want to have people.
Okay, I'm gonna keep pausing. I'm on one today. We're up. I'm drinking the Pepsi. Okay, I'm off the Beppis. What are you gonna do? I just want you to think about that for a second. He doesn't need the liquidity of his of the business anymore. The tips, the things he gets immediately. As long as over $5,000 a month are coming his way, $150, $200 now needs to come through every month. That is or every day. That's $12,000 plus a month now. What are you fucking doing with $12,000 a month, boss? I could not imagine the amount of things you could buy for $12,000 a month just to have nothing in the end. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Not getting.
But that's exactly what it would be. He would be left with nothing.
You know. And by the way, again, because here you go, people in the chat. Well, hold on a second. Pull out their calculators. If you're making $200 a stream,
yep,
and you're doing that twice a day,
yep,
and you did that 6 days a week,
yes,
and
sir.
then you multiply that by 52, you're
yes,
going to be making $125,000. That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all.
But that is how it works, DSP. That's $120,000 fucking dollars a year, baby. Where's the money going, boss? Where is it at? Where is it? You'll never know. You'll never know.
Okay? I don't get every contribution. I don't get every dollar of everything. YouTube takes a big cut of contributions.
They take 30%.
PayPal has PayPal processing with tips and everything, and
they take
PayPal
5%.
Takes different cuts of each tip depending on where you're actually sending your tip from. They'll take more of it like an international tip than a domestic tip. It's weird how it works.
Yo, but even if all of these places take 50%, if you're making $120,000 a year and they take the half, you're still making $60,000 a year, which is not only more than you deserve for your shit ass content, but it's also more than a lot of people make it across the entire country, and they don't beg on the internet every day. So think about that for a second. DSP is living in Renton, Washington, an incredibly expensive place to live, being right outside of Seattle instead of the middle of bumfuck nowhere, where he would be making an absolute fuck-ton fortune in doing nothing, which is what he does anyway. But no, guys, he needs the money really bad, of course.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Go ahead.
Stop fucking micromanaging my money and every content creator's money. It's none of your fucking business.
Your behavior is egregious.
Counting like a fucking accountant. Here's how much I made. You're not right. You're always wrong. You're literally always wrong. There's also factors like chargebacks and things behind the scenes that you never know about because the creator won't mention it. I've always got chargebacks going on. And I'm always battling chargebacks. And sometimes I get that stuff and sometimes I don't. All right? So you don't know anything about what I make. You never will. You literally don't even know if the 2 tips that I'm about to shout out are real or not. Because I could have just made them up. So you'll never know how much I make, and it's none of your business regardless. Mind your own business.
All
okay,
right.
let's shout out some tips.
mind your business, but DSP is making his living your business by constantly begging. Like that's the part he never seems to understand, is people are only interested in his finances because he's actively asking for more all of the time and making it a prime piece of his content. And he always has. That's why people have always been interested. Had he not done that, had he quit doing that at some point, a lot of people wouldn't care anymore. A lot of people wouldn't pocket watch him. If he just played games every fucking day and never said anything about money, there's nothing to complain about in that department. You could take issue with all of the other things that you could take issue with, that he's a lazy piece of shit who's constantly lying to his audience, he's completely ungrateful for everything that he has, he doesn't take care of anything. You can have all of these complaints about DSP, but his money would not be one, and that's entirely self-inflicted. Thank you, Kaiju Rue. Welcome to the Skeleton Gang. I appreciate it. The 60 skulls, if you will. Thank you, thank you.
So the first real tip of the day.
Here's the first real tip, because detractors aren't real until
no,
they
it's
are.
the same person. They tried to insult me again.
Never
and
mind.
now they can really kiss my ass. What a dunce. Okay, the first real tip of the day is from someone saying, play games more, worry about money less. No one's worrying about money. I don't have to worry about money right now. I'm good.
Dude, it's like everything I say is being relayed to the guy.
In a positive fashion, because this is what you have wanted. In the last month
Just
and a half,
said
everyone
this.
said, could you just do this instead because your other goal doesn't make sense? Yeah. But the thing is, here's the thing, don't worry about money. Okay, so I won't ever shout anything out or nothing. Just send everything my way and I won't ever read your messages or nothing, right?
Dude, that's obviously not what he fucking meant. Dude, this is like arguing with one of my sisters and the type of shit that'd make you heated in an instant. You want to play fucking semantics games like this knowing damn well what they're talking about? You deserve to be absolutely ridiculed and bullied every day. Don't fucking do this to another human being if you don't want to get dunked on every day. Because that's what you're asking for. You're literally, yes, like a child, like a petulant fucking child. The way he argues, the tiniest little fucking minutia, irritating as all hell. Go to Bone with the 5. 120K in tips, plus ad revenue on all channels, plus memberships, plus Patreon money. Yes, don't ask about it. It's not your business. Go to Bone. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. I feel the same way. Infinite amount of money for the guy. Don't ask about it.
Right? Because that's what you're saying. Don't worry about it, right? That's what you want? Because it's not what you want. If that were the case, I wouldn't even read your tips.
Snood, you're not interested.
No, that's not what you want. You don't want me to not worry about it at all.
I'll leave it at that.
And give no recognition. That's what a lot of big content creators do. The money just fucking rolls in and they don't even care. They just let it roll in. They don't give a shit, right? So you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. That's not what you want. That's very hypocritical what you just said, actually.
It's not. It's not at all, but you're dumb.
You want it
you're dumb
way.
and dented.
You want all the recognition. You want all the positivity resulted in it, but you don't ever want me to talk about it. That's not possible. That's literally not possible.
Can we move on? I'm over it.
So grow up. No, really, grow up. Because what you just said makes no sense whatsoever. Basically, there's a bunch of troll tippers this morning. Okay? So
I came in way too heated for this stream.
I'll put it on the leaderboard. How about that? But we've literally got two people. One person's an outright troll.
He's so obnoxious. I just want to leave.
Critical, saying, "Don't talk about money." Oh, by the way, here's money. Shout out my contribution. Right? So get the fuck out of here. Okay. We got a super chat from Bloom Kit.
Yes, sir.
$5. Is this a real tip? Is it just fantasy? Caught in the landslide, no escape from reality.
Very good use of your $5 Bloom Kit.
So thank you, Bloom Kit. That does count. Everything counts now. That's $5. Now we're up to $45 in contributions today on the stream, thanks to you guys and your super chats. Okay? Very nice.
Very nice.
Very good. All right. So, good stuff. And that's what we're doing. Now, if anyone has any questions or anything, like, for example, I'll answer this question. Why aren't you going to be doing memberships in here? Right? Like, memberships are huge. Memberships help this channel a ton. You get a lot of benefits for being a member.
We're going to be doing this again. Shout out Argentina.
Ignore the slow mode rules. You can talk as much as you want.
Real talk, before we even get to it, where are the Argentinians? I'm not encouraging Argentinian detractor ops, any sort of ops at all, but I haven't been seeing Argentinian bombs like we were previously, and I'm wondering what's been up with that, because legitimate memberships are being gifted, and that used to not be the case. Did the Argentinians lose the war? Are they in hiding, or what's the case on that?
In the chat, and you get a cool crown to show how long you've been a supporter and all this stuff, right? So why am I not going to be counting memberships? Well, there's a very good reason for this, because sadly, the YouTube membership game is something that's easily abused. And we talked about this much earlier this year, that my trolls and detractors found a way to use VPNs to look like they're from a country where these memberships are insanely cheap. And what they would do is they would say, "Oh, I'm from Argentina," and they would drop a 50 member bomb on the community.
I'm from
where I would get paid
Argentina.
like 20 cents for it. Okay, so essentially what happened is memberships became completely worthless because I had 3,000 to 4,000 of them on this channel, and I was making $10 a month on it. So what was the point? So there's no reason to do member goals. There's no reason to track it because it doesn't have any value. You understand? It's too easily gameable. Now here's the thing: YouTube's aware of this, okay, but they don't care.
How much Argentinian memberships are worth at the end of the day has no correlation or impact on how many members you have, though. And that was the number that you were keeping track of. I'm not quite sure what the cost of a membership has to do with the counting of the memberships in total. I understand. I actually understand why he doesn't do it. He doesn't want people to think that he is making, tens of thousands of dollars on thousands of memberships that are, being bought for pennies or whatever. But if you really break it down, there's no reason that he couldn't have continued to track the number of members, because it is an accurate number of members. Those are real memberships, whether he wants to admit it or not. They get the same perks. They're bought in a legitimate way. But that's fine. It's whatever his narrative needs to be. You guys know.
They're worried about YouTube Premium memberships that are being basically spoofed, because YouTube Premium costs like $18 a month. And you get access to a ton of stuff when you're a YouTube Premium member, including music and everything. And what these people are doing is they're using VPNs. They're mass buying YouTube Premium.
They're
and then
VPN maxing,
selling them out at a discount on the black market. So people are getting YouTube Premium for like $1 a month. And YouTube doesn't like that. They're losing a lot of profits on that. So they've decided to try to crack down on that first. I get the feeling eventually they'll get around to memberships, but they haven't yet. So literally the moment that I put a membership total or tally on this stream, the trolls will come in here and give 5,000 memberships, making every single person have one.
Yes.
Which means no one can legitimately get one, and I lose tons of revenue. And I know because it happened this year. Earlier this year, they did this in January, February, and no lie, I lost about $1,000 each
What
month.
What a based arc, by the way, boys. What a based arc. Again, can't condone ops,
okay.
But that was incredibly cool at the beginning of the year. We were living it up.
So,
well, and that's the thing, Titus. That's what I'm asking. They could still do it right now, regardless of whether or not he has them on the screen, and it would still impact his finances. So, what happened? Why are they not doing it? What has changed? And if nothing, then what are we talking about? I'm so confused as to how that story ended, and he's acting like it could continue. Then why isn't it? You think trolls just give up? I don't think so. Not the ones I've seen.
It is what it is. Sucks, but what can you do? I don't know why YouTube does that. I don't think they should. I think it should be the same cost across the board. There shouldn't be these fluctuating pricing models for memberships.
That's an insane ask.
All right. So memberships are great.
This guy is legitimately saying that these foreign countries, these countries outside of the domestic U.S., or I guess not even domestic U.S., go to Hawaii, that these foreign countries where their currency is worth a different amount when converted to US should be paying what could be an entire year's worth of salary for them to get a membership on his channel. He doesn't even take into consideration that would completely remove YouTube memberships as a market in that country if that were the case. Or all of these YouTubers would have to be asking for mere pennies for a membership in order to make it affordable in a lot of countries that they might have viewership. Not even a thought in DSP's brain, though. It's all about him and how he's suffering.
They help this channel a ton. For those who remember, thank you. For those who gift memberships, thank you. That stuff actually concretely helps this channel every single day. But I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to talk about it a lot. I'll just say thank you when we get them. And I'll bring up, hey, we don't have any today. Like, for example, this morning, we have no memberships at all. Let's get some memberships. Let's get going. If you're not a member, what are you waiting for? I know you want those emotes. I know you want that chat crown badge, right? And if, hey, you want to help out the community, someone go ahead and please consider gifting memberships to the okay?
All right.
Cool.
DSP is the lamest fucking emote. They don't even use his emotes in chat most of the time. If you look at his chat right now, you see one DSP emote, everybody else is using, well, I guess they're not members. Maybe they would be using his emotes had they been members. But all the emotes that you pretty much see are going to be the YouTube default ones. And that's because they kind of cover all of the bases unless you have a niche joke that you want to include your community in. But other than that, like I don't know what good his emotes would actually do. They only get used ironically on a
let's
dunk
get it going.
on
By
him.
the way, Rick Perez had done a $2 super chat. Why not have a member number at least? I just explained that. So thank you, Rick, for the $2. But
you're right, and he'll also ban you for using the emotes in ways that he doesn't approve of. So a lot of fucking good that's gonna do you.
I don't do events around it anymore. I used to actually do monthly like marathons and stuff, but now I just do them. I literally just do the events, and I don't require any quota to be hit. I just do it for fun. So since those days are over, we don't need to do it anymore. Like, I'm being asked, how many members do I have? I have no idea, and I don't care. I literally have no idea how many members I have on this channel right now. I have no clue, and I don't care. It doesn't, you know what I mean? It does, since we're not doing quotas on it. The value of monetary value.
We're not doing quotas on it.
I don't know.
Jesus
I'm happy
Christ!
For all the members I have. Everyone who has a nice green name in chat. I hope you enjoy all your features every month. But I'm not going to sit here.
You got to make sure you're hitting your fucking dent quota every month, right?
So currently, right now,
this is, to be fair, he is a professional businessman.
58 likes. Let's get that to 100 likes, everyone. That helps the channel a ton. It's free and easy to do. Just click that like button and get some engagement to help DSP Gaming. $52 in super chats right now, according to this, and it says here 47. So actually, there you go. There's going to be some days when actually the value is more than it says. It says actually I have $52 in super chats, but we only tracked 47. Here, I'll update that because I didn't, we didn't get any tips yet. Here we go. Perfect. YouTube, what YouTube does, YouTube has a running tally of super chat values, and it works for most times, but it doesn't always work. Like for the Argentinian ones, it doesn't work. It's fucked up. But it does try to convert European currencies and stuff. So that might help. I mean, as long as I can remember how much tips I have on a stream, I might be able to actually use that.
I was just about to say, how long before DSP is using the chat revenue thing on his little stream overlay to see what the super chats actually equal, and he winds up just fucking the numbers all up and just faking getting the tips goal every day because he doesn't know how to count. Kind of like continuing the vest streak even when it was over, right? How long before that's the case? Because that would be yet another example of DSP just saying whatever he wants to paint whatever narrative he pleases in order to get more money or to build his own hype whenever he sees fit. Can't trust a fucking thing this guy says, man.
So there you go.
There you go.
Cool.
Very cool.
All right. Well. No, that's not correct at all, Marco. Here's one of my trolls trying to be smart. Listen to this. Counting tips as gifts is a smart for avoiding taxes. Thank you for the idea. That is illegal, and no one should do that. I don't do that. What you're talking about is the method by which a YouTuber would say something like that Ethan they never should say. They say something like,
tips are tax free.
When a tip is sent to market a certain way in PayPal, which you should not do. I do not tell you to do that, and I don't accept it like that. All of my tips are considered business income and business transactions, and I report all of that to the IRS, and I pay taxes on all of it, okay? What some YouTubers do is they do try to game the system, and they try to misreport it as like, oh, a friend or a family member sent me some money, and it's a gift, and I shouldn't have to pay taxes on it, and that's completely false. That's illegal, actually. And what will end up happening eventually?
Lawyer side Phil over here.
Someday, it's going to catch up.
Please, I don't doubt anything that he's saying. Obviously, that is trying to scam the U.S. government out of your money, right? Which is incredibly based. But coming from the guy, don't take any advice from DSP. Please talk to actual professionals or even look things up by yourself. Because this guy literally filed for bankruptcy and committed bankruptcy fraud. Like, do not take financial advice from this fucking bozo. If that's the last thing you do, right? Don't take financial advice from him.
With these people who've been doing it, I have literally never done that once.
Tax evasion is factually based, as long as it's not the guy.
But what's going to happen is these YouTubers who've been doing
if anybody deserves to get felted by the IRS, it's him.
Right? Telling their audience to do this in this manner, it's going to catch up with them. You know, so there you go. Excuse me. Okay, so in a nutshell, all right, to go ahead and summarize again, we have a brand new system for tracking contributions on my streams called the King's Coffers. If we hit it,
This
then
is
the
so
streak
lame,
begins.
bro.
And if we have consecutive streams where we hit it, that's when the King streak will continue. And we'll have a big celebration like we were doing previously if we happen to hit it. The King's Coffers goal is $200, and that includes all super chats and tips that are not troll tips. Because I'm not going to have people tipping dollar here, saying insulting, fucked up stuff. And I'm not going to count that towards it because you know what's going to happen. Those are the idiots who charge back. So I'm not counting bullshit, okay? And I have no obligation to read insulting messages or bullshit in counting either at all. Okay, it's my discretion.
But what about when they don't, right? What about all of the troll tips that DSP received, refused to read the message, and then they didn't charge back? Are we ever going to address that that's definitely happened in the past? Because there's no way in fuck that 100% of troll tips got charged back. There's just no way. To act as though that's the case is completely regarded. And a lie, obviously, once again to his audience. Are we going to ever address all of the money that you've pocketed behind the scenes and not put up on your streams? I wonder.
So
no is the right answer, Aaron. You're right.
Basically,
You're right. Obviously.
Every stream, your contributions will be counted, whether they're super chats or tips, and I'm going to be tracking top super chatter and top tipper every stream. So now everyone gets that kind of recognition and everyone gets that kind of shout out. All right. And this is great because now everyone is happy because people were so upset when you were trying to help with the goals and stuff, and they do a big super chat and be like, oh, sorry, that's not a tip. It doesn't go on the leaderboard. What? And they'd be all freaking out. Well, there you go. That's how we're changing things. Okay.
Okay.
So,
sounds good. Next topic.
We already got a great head start. We're just starting today. We got a great head start. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Let's get stuff going. For example, we have no tips right now. Let's get a tip in. You know, could be as small as $1. Who cares? As long as it's a positive tip, let's get one in here and get on the leaderboard.
Yo, Eric Brennan's fire alarm went off at work. Let's go, dude. Getting out of work for a few.
Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't burn down and everybody loses everything.
Right.
Hopefully it's a false alarm.
By the way, Retro Parasite, 4 months as a supporter, saying skip Frank Stone, it's so bad. So here's the deal. We got to figure this out. All right. Here's what we need to do, because this is important before we get to our other topics for the day, which is...
This is what we have to do. Notice the wording. I don't know what we're about to talk about. This is what we need to do as a group, as a collective, as a community. This is something that the Dents have to do with DSP. So I'm interested to see what they have to do.
We're going to react to that trailer and this new thing about YouTube ads when you pause videos, which is ridiculous. We need to figure out what's the next game I'm going to play starting tomorrow.
Oh, okay. They have to figure out the game he's going to play. What does he mean by that?
Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 yesterday. And in summary, it's a good game. It's not groundbreaking, but it's not terrible. It's fully functional, great graphics, fun and sound gameplay mechanics. The campaign's about 10 hours long, and I actually loved the campaign. All right. And the online co-op PvE with a team of people is actually quite fun too. The PvP is not good. The PvP is wonky, bad hit detection. You die within like half a second. Like, you have absolutely, the time to kill is so atrociously low. You can't even get anything going. It's too chaotic, and people like teleport all over the place. It's just not well done.
I didn't see any of that yesterday. I want to very quickly debunk some of the things, or at least to speak to his gameplay as of yesterday, when it came to the multiplayer of Space Marine 2. And I've never played the game, but just looking at his gameplay, I didn't see anybody teleporting around. That's just non-existent. The low TTK is something I personally enjoy. That's entirely a preference thing, so I guess he can have that opinion if he'd like. But his gameplay is just bad, and that's why he was dying all of the time and not having fun. He was rushing in full force with a melee weapon while being actively shot by multiple people, and then trying to engage in melee combat with somebody who had significantly more health than him. He didn't understand the very basic mechanics of the game when it came to a PvP style, and my favorite part was when he was actively shooting one of his own teammates, despite the blue name being above his head, and then went on to say that he didn't know that that was his teammate. Like that's a fundamental mechanic in a lot of PvP games, and the only way that you can explain that away is he's actually stupid or blind. It's up to you which one you want to believe, or both. But like, it really is a skill issue. I didn't see anything wrong with the game, which is crazy coming from me, because I very much just don't like a lot of new games, and I'm very quick to hate, obviously. So don't listen to anything that DSP says, please.
The PvP I can't recommend.
That's
All
the theme of
PvE
today, it
elements of the game
seems.
are
Don't
great.
listen to the
Sound,
guy.
a good game, especially if you like the Warhammer stuff, Warhammer lore. It's good. Enjoy it. But now that that's done, we need a new game for the rotation, and we have a few options. Okay, option number 1 would be The Casting of Frank Stone. This is a horror game that came out early in this month, and I said I wanted to play it, but we didn't get around to it because I was too busy with too much stuff. It's basically a game set in the universe of Dead by Daylight. I've heard it's around 6 to 8 hours long, so it would take us a few streams to get through. Pretty good, because it's good pacing. It means that we won't be doing it endlessly. Some people say it's actually really good and you'll love it. And other people are like, no, we absolutely hate this game. The first 4 hours are boring, and the end is good, but it takes too long to get to it. So I don't know who to believe, because literally right now in my chat, two different groups of people are at war about this game. All right, it was one I'm definitely interested in. I said I wanted to play
actively
it.
killing
So
each other in my chat.
If people are down for it, I'm still
the
ready
Dents
to play
are
it. I will
buying
play.
off.
Okay. Now, in addition to that, there is the Dead Rising remaster that just came out, and again, it's another mixed bag. From what I'm to understand,
Everything's a
the
mixed
game
bag,
has some
dude.
interesting gameplay improvements, including like saving at certain points, so you don't have to redo a whole bunch of content.
Baby mode,
and
gotcha,
I guess some
gotcha.
better controls and stuff like that, and the survivors aren't completely dumb and wander off getting killed.
Sounds like a
At
W.
the same time,
Okay.
people are like, it's basically Dead Rising 1 another time. This is the 3rd time they're selling it. Because they already had a remaster that I played in the mid-2010s, and this is just another one. And really, the only major improvement is the graphics. It's the same exact game. And by the way, it actually is underwhelming. A lot of people have been saying it has frame rate issues. It crashes. Some of the graphical things are not that good.
All
Like,
right,
if people
huge
compare
L,
the intro
Capcom.
where the
Come
gas
on
station
now.
explodes head to head, and the original game actually looks better than the remake. Like, seriously, the explosion.
I also heard that they had changed some of the aspects of the games, little tweaks here and there, and I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't care what they changed. If you change the game at all, aside from the graphics and making sure that it runs on modern hardware, I'm not buying that shit. I like the game the way it was.
And everything looks better in the original. Like, oh, so here's the thing. Like, again, that's a game that like I've already played. I've already seen it end to end twice. Like I played through it once, and I did a second run. So I don't know if I should play it at all. I don't know if it makes sense or if it's
No, Lucky
something
Limes,
that,
I
like,
didn't play RE4
I've
remake.
already
I
done it,
wanted
so it's not gonna
to.
be as interesting, right? I feel like I've already done it.
I never did.
So I don't know if I should do it again. I'm definitely, on the fence about it or whatever, right? I just don't know. So those are the two major options presented. I mean, if there's another oddball option, right, of another game that I could start playing, I'd be open to that, but I don't know what it would be. Right now we have some time. I think the Zelda game comes out in like a week. And people had been telling me they wanted me to play this Zelda game that actually stars Zelda. A Zelda game that actually stars Zelda. Can you believe that?
Well, most of them do. Like, at least briefly. Like, at the end, she's
Zelda
there.
Echoes, September 26th. There's also the Epic Mickey redo, but it's so expensive. I don't know if I want to play it. It just sounds like it's way too expensive for what it is. It's a big ripoff.
Yo, somebody pointed out somebody's LARPing as a girl in DSP's chat right now. This Stephanie character, you love to see it. Just a classic troll, obviously. Pretending to be a girl online will never not be funny. Of course. I as somebody who does play video games at least every once in a while, it's astonishing to me that the guy never seems to know what video game he's going to play as a full-time gaming streamer, a professional, if you will. You would imagine that he would have enough games that he's interested in, that even if he doesn't play them all the way through, that he would have some sort of content to put up just, off the top of his head. Even if, like I said, even if he's not going to finish it. Hey, guys, we've got 2 days where I don't have anything planned. I'm just going to play whatever I want, right? And I'm going to share some of my love of gaming with you. Even if, again, you don't finish it, you get to check it out and have that experience. But no, he needs his audience to dictate his content for him. Always and forever. It'll never change.
Terry Bogard comes out for Street Fighter 6 on Tuesday, and I'll be playing that all day long.
Yeah, Sea Stars and System Shocker sent to Bannerworld Narkill.
But I don't know what to
Not
play.
coming back, despite what he says.
We definitely need one game to fill some gap in time. I just don't know what the game is. I really have no clue what the game should be. And the thing is, we got to figure this out now. It can't wait. We have to figure something out right now.
Can't wait.
Of what it's going to
We
be.
have to do
It's
it
either
right
gotta be
now.
Passing of Frank Stone, Dead Rising remaster, or it's got to be something else. We need it right now to balance with the schedule. Okay.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Okay. So let's think about it. Let's do some shout outs, by the way. So, Retro Parasite popped his membership 4 months.
And he very clearly isn't interested in playing that Dead Rising remaster. So why doesn't he just tell his audience, look, I'm either going to play that Frank Stone game or you're going to have to tell me something else? Why did he even put Dead Rising up there? So that he could briefly play it, tell everybody that he hates it, it isn't very good, and that he's got to make time for Zelda in a week, so he's not going to finish it? So that all of the people who told him that they wanted to see that game can be upset that he's not going to finish it, despite it not being a very long game? I mean, obviously, if you don't want it to be, you can make it quick if you'd like. That just seems like the worst of every option, to piss off your audience and give them more options than is actually required. Very
Skip Frank Stone, it's bad. Rick Perez did a 3-month membership. Will stickers be counted? They have numerical value. Super stickers and super chats, I consider exactly the same. They will all be counted, yes. If you do a big super sticker, exactly the same as if you did a big super
You're right,
chat.
Damian Wolf.
Identical.
There is potential money there, and he will suffer for
and
it.
Lucky
I
Gremlin,
just
15 months as an
don't know
ultra
why he
supporter,
would
says, I
want
would not
to.
recommend Frank Stone because you hated the quarry.
Like, is it
It's
worth
mostly
it?
cutscenes and light on gameplay. It's not as a bad game. It's just not your kind of game. It was made for Dead by Daylight fans. What are you talking about? The reason I didn't like the quarry is because the story was atrociously bad and the characters were awful. I like that style of game. The whole, like, super massive games with their Dark Pictures anthology, absolutely love those games, right? I have a ton of fun with them. Those are some of the best playthroughs I've ever done. I just need good material to work with. I can't have the game be, like, atrocious dog shit of a story or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You know what they say about a craftsman who blames his tools? He's not a very good craftsman. But I'm not at all surprised to hear that DSP likes his walking sim games. These games that have very minimal gameplay and about no way to fuck them up. That's like actually right up his alley. But he's the guy who wants unique and interesting and robust, groundbreaking experience out of every fucking game. And every game that doesn't have it is an immediate 0 in his book, and something that he's going to be incredibly disappointed in and, lambast his audience for asking him to continue to play. But he absolutely adores games where you literally hold fucking forward and watch shitty writing play out. Not that I know anything about Dark Pictures Anthology, I never finished it, but even games that have shitty writing, as long as DSP thinks that he's working well with it, he's not going to say anything about it because he doesn't have to do anything. The only reason he didn't like The Quarry is because it was about cringy teenagers, because that was kind of the genre, I believe. It was supposed to be a cringy teenage slasher style, was it not? Not up DSP's alley at all. They were probably talking sexual at some point, and he clearly couldn't get behind that.
So as long as the game is good and the story is good, I think it's gonna work. And if it's a 3-stream game, that's good because we can balance it for like a week, 2 weeks till the new release comes out.
Yeah, that's what he wants. A mix of walking sim and WWE champions. You're right, 3-3.
The story is good and riveting, then that's, I'm gonna like it. Okay. So I got a $1 tip, but I'm not confident about it.
Girls in bikinis, Georgie? Dude, I'm surprised he didn't fucking throw the disc behind the couch. I'm sure it was a digital copy, so it's literally impossible. But that's the kind of behavior that should get. Girls in bikinis should be illegal. DSP's, never mind. We won't take that joke that far. It's fine. Moving on positive.
It's a troll. There you go. It's a dunce. Okay. Well, will we actually have a legit tip today? Because so far we have 3 complete dunces just saying insulting shit. Will we actually have any real tips today to count? Or are we just going to have chargeback wars here?
Chargeback wars.
Come on, guys. Let's get a legit tip in for today, please. To get the momentum going with that. 73 likes. Thank you so much for that. Let's get to 100 likes. We're on the stream. It's free to do. It's easy, and it helps with engagement. Please click like. Over 400 viewers, by the way. Thank you for that. And, let's get it going. We have no
418 viewers. That's a lot for the guy.
So let's get a legit membership or 2, or maybe some gifted memberships, okay? Okay. So let's figure out what I'm playing tomorrow. We got to talk about this over the course of today, and we have to come to a determination. All right, and that'll start tomorrow. Let's talk about schedule for the week. So, schedule for the week is this. All right.
Oh, it's
Today
schedule
is
time.
Astrobot continuing. I'm very excited for that. The game is great. We're about to finish World
What
3 and
in
head
the
into World
goddamn?
4. More fun game mechanics, I'm sure. More great graphics, all coming up today. Late stream tonight is Friday.
Get your money in now, whether or not Astrobot hits the tips goal, or the King's Coffers goal. What a shitty title that is. We're already at 52 out of 200. We only need $148 more, guys. Come on, you can do it. Or is Astrobot getting sent to Ban World after 2 failed goals? Guess we'll find out today. Slime privilege. Yo, big up Slime. Thank you for the 5. He's tweaking so hard. He must be freaking out hardcore behind the scenes worrying about money. If that's true, that's insane given the amount of money that he's made recently. But what do I know about finances, dude? I'm not the guy. I don't have a business degree. McDougal with the 2. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Get yourself a coffee. This is legit tup, dude. If you meant top, I appreciate it. I'm not quite sure. Thank you for the 2 nonetheless. Thank you.
Friday Night Fight, Street Fighter 6, and Bison. I'm going to go back to playing with Bison, who I haven't used in a while now. I'm likely going to be rusty, and I'm probably going to be losing because I haven't played with them in so dang long. But I'm going to do my best. We'll see how it goes with M. Bison tonight. Tomorrow, today's stream will be a new game. I just don't know what it's going to be. Okay? I don't know what it's going to be. And we got to figure this out. Is it going to be Casting of Frank Stone? Is it going to be the Dead Rising remake, or are we doing something different? We got to talk about this today and come to a determination. I need your feedback.
We have to talk about this.
Tomorrow night, WWE Champions. First time I'm actually playing it on a weekend, so it's going to be amidst the weekend hype. This weekend,
probably meant tip, since they use next to the eye. Thank you. This is a legit tip, dude. Yeah, that makes more sense. Thank you so much.
And if you fight this boss,
I'm
and
done
win,
too.
you earn points towards the event, and the more points you earn, the more rewards you earn. However, really, to do this mode, you need to have a faction with a ton of members who are active in a good roster. We don't have that. We have a faction with a ton of members, and everyone's a newbie. In addition, I found this out. The reason why my month-long contest was glitched and it said it was completed isn't a glitch at all. The way they built the game, which is so insanely stupid. Okay?
Another developer who's
stupid. You can only
stupid.
earn a certain amount of rewards in a monthly event in WWE Champions until you league up. How do you league up? Do repetitive, menial, boring tasks that no one wants to do. Be a starter intro tour that takes 20 minutes to beat. Do a bunch of showdown
It's 20
matches
minutes.
that are boring. Like basically it's
Dude, there's not an exciting part to this game. That's the shit that's killing me about the WWE Champion streams. Every time he mentions it, he acts as though there's going to be some sort of jumping off point where the streams are going to get good, where they're going to be interesting. But every time you watch him play, it's the same game. It plays its fucking self. The only way that you ever get ahead in any way is by spending money, which is incredibly pathetic and sad. And there's nothing going on. Even this weekend, it's going to be the first time I play on the weekend, and that means that I get to participate in the event, and the loot is going to be better, but it's going to be the same gameplay. It's going to still be shit-ass polls that nobody cares about. So what are we fucking looking forward to? What is the point? I don't think there is one. And the fact that he's already spent over $600, shoehorning this dream of playing WWE Champions into his content is fucking insane to me. $600, and this guy is telling you he needs to replace his washer, his dryer, his dishwasher, his fucking toilet. $600 went down the drain, though, on stream. That's crazy. Think about the money that he's spending outside of the streams. For that shit gameplay nobody cares about. There's nothing going on. I hate it. I hate those streams. They're actually a waste of time.
It's really shit. I don't know why they built a game like this, but I'm
thinking of the sweaty men who are, and it's just not doing anything for me. I'm not the guy. Sweaty men are not my thing.
This is dumb as hell. So I gotta basically, every time I play this game with you guys, we gotta spend half the stream grinding, doing menial tasks in order to try to level it up. That's shitty. Like I'm not gonna lie, that's really disappointing because you're thinking, hey, I just want to level up. I just want to go into the event and play the event all the way. No, you can't. You have to do menial shit and grind. So you're morons. You designed the game that if someone wants to jump in and spend money to play it, they can't. You put blocks in place because you're stupid. And they're like, yeah, that's what they did. They're morons. So tomorrow when we play WWE Champions, half the stream will be me wasting time doing grinding and tours and shit that you don't care about. But then maybe, again, depending on support.
Bro, and he just acknowledged once again, half of the fucking stream is going to be boring content that nobody wants to see. So why are you doing it at all? If even you are acknowledging that it's going to be boring, then you should be doing it off stream. Kind of like all of the other menial shit that he does on stream, right? If even you think the content is gonna be worse off for it, then don't fucking do it, bro. It's just insulting to your audience on every front. I don't know why it does that sometimes.
If we get enough support and we hit the goal, I'll do a mega poll for the weekend loot. And the weekend loots are the best because the weekend loots include the new characters that are the best in the game every weekend. So I think this weekend they're featuring Jacob Fatu, who I think is the son. Is he the son of Rikishi? I'm not sure. Well, apparently he's a really good wrestler and he's one of the best new characters in the game. So a chance to get him could be pretty cool. Okay, so that's tomorrow night. Sunday is React Day, where all day I'll be reacting. First, we're going to have DSP versus the Internet, the clip show on DSP Reacts. And then we're going to have Retro React to Resident Evil 1 Director's Cut continuing over on DSP Throwback.
I thought about doing the React again.
Monday,
or actually
we'll
doing the React this
Astrobot,
weekend, and I'm still not sold.
Monday will probably be the MVC collection. And then Tuesday, all day long, I'm going to be playing with Terry Bogard and Street Fighter 6. The new.
Let me know if you guys want to see a React
and,
this
we'll see
Sunday.
How it goes. And I'm excited for
if you
this
guys don't care, I don't care.
Fatal Fury and King of Fighters. I know how he plays in those games. I don't know how he's going to play in Street Fighter. We're going to find out. Like, what are the properties of all his moves? How do you do combos and the like? We're going to give him a fair shot and see how he is. I hope he's good. I have both.
See, Snoot, it's ironic that you say pass because I was going to ask your ass if you wanted to be there.
That'll be fun all day long. The new character, and then on Wednesday. So here's the deal with this week coming up. Okay, some exciting stuff. First of all, I may or may not be doing podcasts a couple days this week, and it depends on a couple things. Number one,
okay,
I've been asked to appear on a show.
Whoa.
And number two, I'm trying to get someone for an interview for my show. Okay? So depending on how this goes, because nothing has been solidified yet, I may or may not have actual podcasts all week. There may be one day, whether it's Wednesday, Thursday, I may not have a podcast. I will broadcast after the fact. Like, basically, we'll just skip the podcast and we'll get right to a stream where maybe I'll talk with you guys and then we'll do some gameplay. But
right.
It won't be a formal podcast for that day. But it's not set in stone yet. The other thing is I'm trying to get a guest on my show as an interview, but it's a person who
No. But I'm more interested in this show that he's been asked to be on and why he didn't say the name or say what the holdup was or tell us, that he's like, what days they're thinking. Because it's literally, he's implying that it's literally going to happen this week. And he didn't say about when. So, like, would you just, I guess you're just supposed to tune in every day. I guess that's what he's going for there. Never mind. I guess that's the strategy.
Very fluctuating schedule, just like mine. So right now, they're not even sure if they can do it this week. If they can do it this week, it's going to have to be like 24 hours notice. So there may be a day this week when all of a sudden I tell you the night before, hey guys, tomorrow is a lot different. No real podcast because we're going to have a guest, a special interview on the show. Come join me for this special event, okay? Or it may not happen, and it may just be a normal week, okay? So once I have all this information...
Yo, Anime Slayer, thank you for the one gifted. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you so much.
All right, but I can't confirm any of this yet because it's not locked in, all right? But what I will tell you is for Wednesday and Thursday, I will be here, and I will be doing double streams.
Yo, you think he's going on the kill stream? I fucking doubt it, dude. There's no way DSP goes on the kill stream.
That we start tomorrow, I'll also play again, probably like on Wednesday. And then maybe Wednesday night, we either do like more Street Fighter 6 or something like that. Maybe what I want to do is I want to do another stream of WWE Champions during the week. So I want to do one on Saturday night and one on like Wednesday or Thursday night. That way we get to see the two aspects of the game, the weekends versus the week-long events. The Ninja Turtle stuff is continuing in the game too, and so that will be taking place during the weekend.
Who cares, bro?
So yeah.
Like, actually, what difference does it make that there's a fucking Ninja Turtles event in WWE Champions? Like, just think about it for a second. What difference does it make not only to the gameplay, but also the experience that they have on stream? As well as think about the fact that this is a 42-year-old man that's hyped about a Ninja Turtles collab with professional wrestling. Just think, just let that marinate for a second. Thank you.
And then, so we'll see what happens. I really can't give you concrete information on like Wednesday, Thursday yet until we get closer to the dates. All right. So once I have the information, I'll let you know. Fair enough. Okay. Cool. Let's do some shout outs, and then we're going to get to our topics that I want to do today, reacting to this Like a Dragon pirate game.
Oh my lord.
Talking a little bit about this YouTube
We've
update.
been here for
So,
an hour and
it
19
appears
minutes, and we have not actually
I may
talked
have
about
gotten my
one
first true
topic.
tip of the day. Yes, I did. From Blastoise91, a $5 tip. Thank you so much for the first tip of the day, Blastoise. When does
Thank
your
you
merch
so
drop?
much.
I've already explained this. Let me explain it again because I know not everyone's here at the beginning of the show. The merch shop is in process. Designs have been uploaded and sent, and the company is working on designing an actual page on which my store will be contained. Wow, this thing is screwed up. Hold on. I need to close and open my animations page.
That's the information I actually care about, is the merch shop. I need more information on that.
Basically, it's in process. It's being made right now. All right? I was told it takes about a week to set it up with the initial designs and the web page and setting it all up, and then get me signed up with the agreements and all of that. You know what I mean?
Yo, thank you, John,
once the page is set
joining
up and
the 60
working,
Skulls.
I should be
That
able
is
to
most definitely
integrate
what's
it
up,
into my
dudes.
YouTube page. This page you're on right now to watch this stream should have a tab that'll say merchandise or store. I'm not sure exactly what it'll say, but yeah, you'll be able to then...
Look, anybody that even ironically wants to wear DSP merch can make the exact same Philomania shirt that he's gonna try and sell for $20+ by the way.
What in the goddamn?
That you can make that t-shirt for about $5 in your local town, and you wouldn't have to wait for shipping. So just, if even, like I said, if you want to ironically do that, please do. Be my guest. Give your local custom t-shirt shop your $5 and go get a custom t-shirt made. The font is online at duffont.com, and you could probably just take it in there and they'd put it on. It's not complicated, and you can dunk on the guy that way. You could even go get like Gautamania on a t-shirt, and then you could like at him on Twitter while wearing it, and then be like, look at my new DSP merch, dude.
Direct to you.
That could be you.
Sizes up to 3XL, various different color offerings. Like someone said, could you get this Dan shirt in pink? Maybe. I don't know what colors they're going to offer yet until I take a look at the page that they built for me. Okay.
Yeah, but then you'd have a shitty t-shirt. Well,
we'll find
if
out,
you buy from the guy, you're gonna have a shitty t-shirt
but
anyway.
Yeah, it's coming soon. When the merch is set up, you'll know. We'll probably do a big segment here on the show, where we go through the merch and I show you the different options that are available. And there you go. Okay. I received a $1 tip from the Dark Side Child Returns. I want to send you a genuine tip asking if Shin Megami Tensei 3, Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, or Persona 3 The Answer would count as games you want to play. The other options you got don't seem to really work. There's absolutely no way whatsoever. I can play a lengthy RPG right now. I'm looking for a game that's a small filler. I'm literally looking for a game that will build into my schedule for the next 1 to 2 weeks to be beaten in a few streams. I'm
This
now
dude
looking for a game
talks
that's
so
like an insanely
weird.
lengthy
Like, whatever.
RPG.
I'm not gonna rewind
But
for
sadly,
it.
Dark Side Child Returns, no. Those games definitely would not work.
It just wouldn't work though.
At all.
Quit
You know,
asking.
the Dead Rising remaster, I could probably beat within a couple of weeks. Definitely this casting of Frank Stone I could probably beat. You know what I mean? But definitely not a lengthy RPG. So the Lucky Gremlin with a $10 super chat.
Why would it? Hang on, stop. Because let me, I'm doing the math. I'm not actually doing the math, but I'm thinking about it. Why the fuck would it take him a couple of weeks to beat Dead Rising Remastered? That game is sub 18 hours if you want it to be. He's already beaten the goddamn game. He knows the story beats. He should know the layout of the inside of the mall. He already knows the cheese tactics of going to defeat Adam and then using the chainsaws combined with the books for durability. It wouldn't be difficult at all. He could just power through the game if that's what they want to see in a short amount of time. In fact, that could be the entire ideal of the stream, is how fast can we beat Dead Rising using my previous knowledge? Chat, please give me tips and tricks, and I'll try and execute them. Why is that not an option? Why would it take 2 fucking weeks, bro? It's like he's dragging the shit out on purpose or something.
Well, Sparking Zero, maybe good for Friday Night Fights, or gab us to the next release. If you're excited for the game, please consider it. It doesn't come out. It's not out now. That game comes out in like end of October.
What
early
about the
November, something
Lollipop
like that.
Chainsaw game?
I
Bro,
am
he's
considering
never
it. It's in
playing
my
that. It's
schedule,
got a
you
woman
know,
as
for
the main
games,
character.
and I am
It's like
definitely
you didn't
considering
even
it. We
think
shall
before
see.
you asked the
So thank you to
question.
Lucky
Come
Gremlin
on, man.
for that $10 super chat.
Obviously, I'm being mean as a joke. Green Lobster.
We've got
You're right,
with a
though.
£5
That is definitely a
super
game you could have
chat.
played.
Hi, DSP. I like your T-shirt. It would be cool for you to play Dead Rising. So your vote is for Dead Rising. Okay. See what I mean? It definitely seems like the audience is torn and there's no distinctive agreement. And that's when it's tough. When there's no set, hey, definitely do this. This is the best option. That's when things get tough, you know? Retro Parasite with a 2.
Things get tough when I have to make my own decisions about my own gameplay. This is the guy who prides himself on being his own boss and making his own schedule. He couldn't listen to a boss, you guys. He likes to make his own choices, but things get difficult when he has to make his own choices. Think about how fucking ironic that is, chat. Good lord.
Super chat.
And incredibly embarrassing for a grown man, by the way, to not want to make his own decisions.
Luke Jose just gifted 5 memberships to the community. 5 memberships. They have not been divvied out yet.
Thanks for showing me what 5 looks like. I didn't know.
They always go out. They just sometimes take a while. So, everyone just be patient, and whoever gets them, congratulations. Whoever gets those 5 gifted memberships. And thank you, Luke Jose, for the channel support. That is much appreciated. In fact, here's
Lucas Aid. That's a detractor meme. Waffle Bunny 123 with the 5. DSP King of Rambling, stalling the like. Oh, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. There's nothing DSP does more than talk himself into circles so he doesn't have to play games. It's one of his specialties. And lying, obviously, is another one. But yes, talking in circles incessantly to stall. 100%. Thank you for the 5.
We're going out right now. Mokoto got the first one. In the meantime, I received
Steve of the Dead's the tipper. He's Lucas Aid. All right. Snood, next time you're on, that being said, you better call him out for it.
Thanks in advance. 672, you shouldn't talk publicly about
you better say
wait,
something.
That's probably not really 672. That's someone trying to razz him. There you go. Well, thanks for the $2 tip. Sorry about that, 672. Sorry about that, man. Anyway, I mean, I'm going to be honest. This material is very soft. Now, I've washed it. It's very soft. It's stretchy. It's the good shirt material. It probably would make some good material for, if you know what I mean. It probably would be pretty good. No chafing. It's not that coarse shit that's like low grade. This is high grade cotton, all right?
It's high grade cotton. Like DSP would know anything about fucking high quality materials, bro. This guy doesn't know anything about anything. But I'm supposed to take his word on this being high quality cotton? Huh? I don't think so, boss. You wore sweaty fucking gamer t-shirts that actually had stains on them for over a decade, and you're wearing fucking grandpa on a drinking cruise shirts the other rest of the time. So what the fuck are we talking about? Oh, and how could I forget grandma's sweater you got for Christmas, boss? I'm not gonna listen to you for fucking fashion advice or even material advice. You're out of your gourd. Absolutely out of your mind.
That's funny. Okay. Well, there you go. HWT says, well, 672 will definitely get one now that DSP has mentioned this. There you go. It's very soft, stretchy material. All right. Dylan Smith, I have no idea what you're talking about in the chat. What you're saying doesn't even make sense. Listen to what he says. What are your thoughts on June the King saying in your interview, everything he said on the doc is true and any lies on the doc would affect the whole thing? What do I think? I don't think. I have no thoughts on that.
All right, let me run that back so all my clippers out there can get them a nice clip of the guy here, because that is 100% accurate. I'm glad we got an admission on that.
June the King saying in your interview, everything he said on the doc is true and any lies on the doc would affect the whole thing. What do I think? I don't think. I have no thoughts on that. There's not even a question really there. You made a statement of fact of something he said in the interview.
Yes.
I don't care.
It doesn't have to be a question for you to give your thoughts. If I said, what's your thoughts on Dead Rising? Or I guess that is a question. I mean, it doesn't have to be a question to give your thoughts, though. Dead Rising came out. Okay, you can give your thoughts on it. You don't need specifically a question mark. How did you feel about the idea that there was negative things said in the documentary and June said that those are true and that there are no lies because that would have affected the documentary? Like, do you have an opinion on that, or you're just gonna let that go? I guess he's gonna let it go. He doesn't think.
It's not even like a gotcha
No ridges,
question.
no
There's,
lumps,
like,
no valleys or
I don't even
bumps.
understand why you keep spamming the chat with that. I don't even know what you're talking about.
His brain looks like a chicken breast, completely smooth.
Exactly. What? Everyone's like, huh? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he's spammed the chat like 10 times with it this morning. I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway, okay, what are we doing? All right.
No thoughts, only gin.
So far, let's see how we're doing, and then we're gonna get to some new topics. All right. Great viewership. Thank you for everyone who's here hanging out. 83 likes, guys. Come on, let's get that to 100 likes right now. If you're here on the stream, click the like button. If you're one of the 436 people on the stream and you don't like me and you don't like the content, then why are you here? If you don't like the
point
content,
and
you're not
laugh?
going to click the like button.
To ack.
Really?
Me and my homies love
maybe you break your
acking.
fingers? Is you can't click like because your finger's smashed? You know what you could use? Your foot. You could smash your foot on the like. Use your nose. Watch this. You heard that? See, you could actually use your nose to like the stream. And now I'm playing a video.
All right, hang on. Anybody who needs this this clip of DSP bobbing his head up and down, I got you, boss. Well, I'm here for you. This is what we're here for.
Finger smash. You know what you could use? Your foot. You could smash your foot on the like. Use your nose. Watch this. You heard that? See, you could actually use your nose to like the stream.
Sorry.
No,
I've actually just realized
my...
I messed that up from my clippers. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do it right. I'm not the guy. Okay, I gotta move slime.
Foot. You could smash your foot on the like. Use your nose. Watch this. You heard that? See, you could actually use your nose to like the stream.
There you go.
And now I'm playing a video. I played a video with my nose. You see what I mean? If I could play the video with my nose, you could click like. All right, so let's get it to 100 likes.
He was thinking of John.
For all the super chats.
Yeah, John used to type with his nose, if you know what I'm saying.
And thanks for those.
I'm not saying because he's got a big nose.
Looks like there was another tip.
You know?
Take a look. The Dan Man tipped $1. Says, have you seen a Diet Coke Oreo flavored soda? Shout out to 672 Big Up.
Sounds very sweet.
No, I haven't, but if it's real, I wouldn't be shocked. Like, I actually remember when I was a kid. All right, I would go over to my great aunt's house, and my great aunt basically like served as my grandmother because I didn't have a real grandmother to spend time with. One passed away, and one never lived near me. So as the surrogate grandmother, she would give me soda, but of course didn't want to give me bad soda. So she would give me like the diet, weird caffeine free. So it would be like diet cream soda, right?
So she gave you shitty soda.
It would taste weird. It wouldn't taste bad, but it would just taste bizarre. And you'd ask yourself, like, why did they even make this? Right? Like, why did they make diet cream soda? Because, you know, it doesn't taste like cream soda or cream. It's just this bizarre, you know, like.
Why did they make diet cream soda? Probably for all of the people who drink diet soda and would like to drink the cream flavor, but are not willing to drink undiet soda. That's pretty fucking self-explanatory. I don't know how this was ever a question. In all honesty. And if you thought it tasted bizarre, quit drinking the shit, boss. I mean, like, you're in charge of what you drink.
Like aspartame or whatever they were using back then, NutraSweet sweetener that was in it or whatever.
Like, these are the real questions, you're right. So, asking about the June documentary, I don't think. Diet cream soda,
tastes nothing
I'm
like
fucking
Oreo,
thinking.
Right? It probably doesn't even taste good. It just is. It's like, so just don't make it. Right? Just have a regular diet. You know, you have these weird flavors. Bizarre.
Just stop.
Anyway,
like, think about that for a second, soda. Though. Like, that's his mentality. I don't like the thing, so the entire market of people who might like the thing because they already like the original diet soda, like, don't cater to them. Don't give them options. Don't give them additional flavors to have them continue to drink your brand with variation. I don't like it. Quit making it, stupid. This is the way he thinks about everything, bro. The entire world revolves around this guy, if you ask him. Or at least it should for some reason. Like, he's the only person out here buying anything. I'll never understand that mentality, dude. He's so full of himself all the time.
Like, I could see an Oreo flavored, like, milkshake. Or even milk that tastes like Oreo. Like, you think about those things together. Milk and Oreo cookies. I don't know why I would want soda to taste like Oreo cookies. I'll just eat
Why
Oreo
would you
cookies,
want your Mountain Dew to
right?
taste like Flamin' Hot
That's
Cheetos?
weird.
I don't know, but they made it. And somebody drank it. And unfortunately, that somebody was me. It was terrible.
Tip.
Had to know what it tasted like.
When The Dark Side Child returns, I missed you talking about interviews. Last time when you were talking about interviews, you mentioned multiple. I'm not sure if LaShawn was mentioned as one of the interviews. Right now, I don't have anything set at all. I'm not talking about any of that stuff. Okay, I'm working on many different things at once. I'm juggling things at once. All right, and when I have stuff set, I'll let you know. I do have a guest that I'm trying to get on the show by the end of the month, but it's not a guarantee, and that one I'm working on right now. Okay, but that's one I haven't even announced who it is or anything like that. If that happens, great. If not, whatever. I am working on stuff for October as well. Some people who are interested in coming on in October-ish. Okay. By the way, I do have some positive updates. I actually have someone who originally I thought was not going to want to do an interview who has changed their mind. And I was happy about that because this is someone who I actually really want to interview. And I think it would be great.
I really hope it's John Rambo, but I don't think that it will.
Variety of the channel and everything. And now they're actually interested again. I was like, well, this is great. So again, this stuff will all be coming. I am working on all this stuff for all of you guys. I don't like to overpromise and underdeliver.
It's not Atlus. Atlus will never interact with DSP. So help me God.
I have stuff locked. Okay.
I don't want to be on his show. I don't want him to have. I don't want him to be on my stream. I don't want him to even talk about me. If I'm honest with you, I do not want to be a part of the content. I want to point and laugh.
I'm trying to go to the leaderboard. Look what you're doing. Oh no, where'd you come from?
I hope it's Snood. You're right, Lucky Limes. That's the best idea. Everybody at please don't add DSP. I lied.
How could I ever have a cat
don't engage.
This guy.
I don't even want to say that shit as a joke.
You never know when he's gonna appear, and when he appears, it's super cute. So cute. All right. Oh, I got another tip.
Right, and Ace says, yes, I am a homeless cat. I'm a longtime BF Chang's employee. You got to ask Jay about my employment status.
You're a good boy.
I'll shrug wog anybody.
A $5 tip.
Except the guy.
Let's see here. Only because you'll probably get to it today. There's going to be a challenge mission you're close to getting to. It starts with a rubber duck. It's by far the hardest mission in the game. If you pass it, you've done the hardest mission. Even harder than the final secret level, in my opinion. So it's going to be either the X or the square missions, right? And you're saying it's a rubber duck. Okay.
All right. Thanks for the spoiler, I guess.
So by the way, thank you. That's an anonymous $5.
Literally spoiling Astrobot. What a fucking crazy world we live in, right? Spoiling Astrobot.
Tipper. Sadly, not the top tip because Blastoise already did a $5 tip. But right now, it would be pretty easy to unseat Blastoise as the top tipper. It's only a $5. $6 will do it. All right. So let's see who's going to become the next top tipper and unseat Blastoise. And of course, the top super chatter remains Cabal with the $20 super chat.
Who's less self-aware, DSP or Brenda Schaub? DSP. I think it's DSP.
Did Jasper get any tips? Well, I don't know what you mean. If you're talking about the Throne website that I showed you guys last week, sadly, no one cared about it because I want you to think about this, how silly this sounds to me anyway. Maybe you don't think this sounds silly, but this sounds silly to me.
Okay, I'm listening.
So I'm a content creator and I stream all day. And you guys contribute because you like the content, right?
Okay.
And it's all good.
Because you beg, but go ahead.
The moment that I create a Throne account website, and I put a few things on there for my cat who shows up in my content and you guys like him, I say, hey, you want to buy him some treats, man?
Bro, that's not a justification for asking people to pay for your cat shit. I'll just tell you that for free. I put pictures of my cats online for you guys to look at. Eric Brennett has been asking I'll stream for the cats to be on stream right now. That's not going to happen. I'm too lazy, I'll never ask you to pay for my cat shit. That's just stupid. Take care of your own fucking pets or you don't deserve to have them. It's simple as, man.
Maybe I'll give him the treats on stream or you buy him this toy and, we'll play with it on stream. Oh, that's totally not allowed. That's awful. How dare you? What a horrible thing to do that you would do that. What do you mean? I don't even understand the difference. Honestly, I don't get it. Why is there something wrong if you wanted to maybe get something for Jasper Kitty, who's been part of my content for like 5-6 years, and the other thing is, it's directly going to him. When you contribute to my stream, I could spend it on anything, right? You don't know what I'm going to spend it on. If you bought something from Throne for Jasper Kitty, it's actually
buying it on Throne. No, he's right. I misspoke. Right? You do know it's going to Jasper because you sent him the object directly.
I don't even understand what the problem is that people have issue with this. It's like, but people are just morons, I guess. I mean, anyone who would have issue with that, I can't imagine unless you're a fucking complete moron dunce. Once again, someone looking for drama's sake, no actual point to make. just sit there and complain about everything on the internet. Because God forbid a content creator would have a cute cat, people would like the cat and want to buy something for him. Oh, that's horrible. What a horrible.
But you should be buying shit for your cat with the money that you receive. It's just strange to explicitly have something so that people can buy your cat things instead of you, the owner of the cat, who should be taking care of them and you know, giving them, you know, toys and things that they should play with to enrich their life. Like, that is your job and nobody else's. You're allowed to spend your money on those things. It's like the Throne account never needed to exist or something. You could have just made the money and spent it on the cat. That's why it's weird and people have an issue with it.
Horrible thing, right?
And again, if he's making $120,000 a year, motherfucker could afford cat toys. Like,
Jasper,
they're not gonna break the bank.
No attacking that. Hey.
Yeah, and you're right. 2K for the fucking cat reveal. Jasper should have infinite toys for the rest of time.
Stop that.
2K.
That's my joystick cable. Do not do that. Jasper, stop. Stop. I just said stop. That's it. I said stop it.
And now we're actively fighting the cat in the content. This is the cat you're supposed to be paying for. He's nothing but a nuisance to the content.
Joystick. Not that it matters. I could always just get another cable, but I don't want him destroying my cables, you know? Don't do that, buddy. It's bad.
Please pay for Jasper's toys so that he can continue to be a menace and detract the streams live every day. Sound good and reasonable? It sounds good and reasonable to me.
Okay.
Yo, how are we 35 minutes behind?
If you would like to contribute
We're
by
picking
getting
it
my
up.
cat something, you can go to my Throne account, which is just throne.com/darksidephil, and you'll see there's 6 things that we put up there for Jasper Kitty. But God forbid that I talk about it, because apparently that's horrible, taboo, over the line. By the way, it's totally fine for you to send me super chats and tips and memberships and all of that, and to gift me games and to send me joysticks. That's fine. But God forbid you get my cat a treat for $5. That's completely unacceptable, according to some people.
I mean, I think it's unacceptable that you were buying $500 joysticks, but that's whatever, man. We'll be here all fucking day if we wanted to.
Troll, right?
One other troll.
I see that we have a troll.
Uh-huh. Thank you for the dead air, DSP. We always love dead air around here. Press the button. I fucked it.
What a horrible thing.
I fucked it. We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Easy mode. Easy mode.
So you can... What the hell is this?
Don't worry about it. We're there. Look at that. Look at that. I'm like the best there's ever been, guys. You're looking at an absolute go-to detractor right here. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
What the hell is this? A first-person open-world factory building game with a dash of exploration and content.
Eric Brennan, don't tell me what to do with my pen. I'm trying to keep timestamps, goddammit.
That's like a playthrough.
If it fucks up the stream sometimes, it fucks up the stream.
Open-world exploration, crafting, grinding. This is like a chill stream game. And I'm not looking for a chill stream game. This may be something good like for a chill stream in the future, but this is not the kind of game that I'm actually looking for right now. Okay? So thank you for the
this is not DSP style anyway.
But
that's too much logic and thinking for the guy.
Someone just said,
you really think this guy's gonna put together a conveyor belt of shit to work optimally? Have you seen the inside of this guy's fucking office? He can't even put together a stream setup properly. And you're gonna give him an entire world to set up a factory style? Good luck with that, boss. What a waste of time.
Our darkest days?
Navi, your once are my once. I also want the guy to play RimWorld, though.
Darkest days?
I don't think he would accomplish anything.
Yeah, it's not out yet.
Okay.
Whoa. 1980? It's set in 1980.
That's what it says. All right. I like that we didn't turn the audio on for these trailers. We're just watching them in silence.
Okay.
No, Grazing Poro, I never played Frostpunk 1, so I probably won't play 2.
Is there a way to, if you add to wishlist, will you tell it when it's the demo? There you go. I'd like to try that demo. I'm
gonna be too busy playing other games that have no ending, like RimWorld.
Demo, right? Cool. Okay. And by the way, now some people in chat are asking about Halloween stuff. So for those who don't remember, or maybe you don't know because you haven't been around long enough, every single year I do a Halloween marathon on Halloween. I dress up in full costume and I play a marathon of games that the viewers nominate and vote on. So
Talking about
in
Halloween,
early October,
I guess
will
it is
set
only a
up
month away now.
this post on the community tab of this channel where you guys will be able to nominate and vote on horror games or any games, but usually it's typically horror games that we play. Being that I'm a PC gamer now, I'm sure it's going to be a whole new realm of games that people will be nominating, right?
I'm a
Tons of
PC
new
gamer
games,
now,
things
you
I've never been
guys.
able to play before. So yeah, that'll be coming.
Use a
and, I'm
fucking
excited for it,
gamepad.
Okay,
But I'm a PC
for
gamer now.
No, we're not going to just be doing random stuff, but maybe for
Yes,
the
I'm
Halloween
adding
marathon, some of the stuff will
gamepad
be
users
great,
right now.
Okay, so Lucky Gremlin, thanks for that $2 super chat. We're 86 and climbing. We're almost halfway to our King's Coffers goal for the stream. Let's fill the King's Coffers, everyone. Thank you so much for the early support. Let's see here.
Let's fill the King's coffers. And I want to say real quick, right, Naces, yes, I have heard of Uncle Adams. I love him and his $1 million goal. Of course, I also want to be original. And for anybody who sticks around all the way to the end, I will play original on the fucking stream as we end it. So anybody who hasn't heard the song and is interested in a bad song written by a cringe lord, absolutely stick around to the end. Please. More people need to know about Uncle Adams.
I got another dollar tip from the Dark Side Child Returns. Would an older Spider-Man game count? I mean, if you mean for Halloween, yeah, you can nominate whatever you want. Just don't expect people to back it up. The problem is it needs to be playable. If older games are playable on a modern thing, like if I could play it on my PS5, if I could play it on my Xbox Series X, or if I could play it on my PC without extensive emulation and work, then yes, I would consider playing older games. If it's something that's like the most ridiculously hard thing to play, then no, it's not eligible. Okay?
What is...
He's also saying different things like Advanced Collection, Dominus Collection, Cave Story. Again, right now, I'm really not looking for open game.
Yeah, emulation
like
equals work. Well, also, like, you're talking about the guy, right? If it requires like a widescreen patch, or it requires you to go in and change one line of text in the INI file in order to operate on modern systems, that's too much work for the guy. If it doesn't work right out of the box, he hits install and then play, and then it just functions, too much, obviously.
Maybe 3-4 streams that'll fit into the schedule and fill some time until the new games start coming out in October. That's what I'm looking for right now. So that's why I said the casting of Frank Stone will probably be like 3 streams, right?
I don't know what extensive emulation is, you guys. You're asking the wrong fella.
Updates with the save file.
Downloading ISOs or ROMs is not
but I'm
complicated.
Not looking for
I literally played. I mean, I didn't play Skate 3 the other day on an emulator. I didn't. I played it on a totally legitimate copy in my living room on my PS3. That totally works.
All right. So we can finally get to the subject at hand. Let's get this set up here.
Finally, getting to the subject. We love it. Hour and 48 minutes into the stream.
And by the way,
my stream,
we hit the 100 likes. Thank you so very much, everyone, for getting 100 likes on the stream. Let's get to 150. For the 440 people that are here, please click the like button. I know that you're liking the stream, or else you wouldn't be here. Liking the stream helps a lot for engagement, so please do. Thanks for the memberships and super chats and the tips. Let's see if we can get a brand new top super chatter. Cabal's at $20 right now. And can we could easily get a new top tipper. The top tip is $5. Someone do 6 right now and then unseat Blastoise, and that would get the momentum going, right?
All right.
Looks like I received a $1.41 tip.
Nice.
Why not check out Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Semen demo? It's 2 to 4 hours long. Then if you like it, you can check out the full game in October. I'll tell you why, because it's a lengthy RPG. And the only lengthy RPG I'm considering playing right now is Metaphor. That's really the only one I have interest in, because I love
Why are we not playing Sea of Stars?
Kind of a deal.
You loved that game.
That's the one I'm
Why
looking
are we
for,
not finishing
and
it?
that's it. I am not going to have time, especially during this busy gaming season, to play lengthy JRPG style stuff. Sorry, it's just matter of fact, end of the year is a bad time to do it. Okay? Okay. All right. Let's go ahead.
Please.
And let us get to our next subject. Ready? This next subject is going to be this awesome trailer that apparently released this morning. All right. And it is for a Like a Dragon pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. And I'm like, what the heck is that, right? I guess Ryogo ga Gotoku or whatever.
Why? Dude, why would you butcher it that much when you could just say RGG? Like you have to go out of your way to butcher it that bad, and that was the decision he made. And like he didn't even do it in a joking way. He just absolutely misconstrued every single letter in the name of RGG.
This new game announcement this morning, and it was lengthy, like a lengthy 7-minute trailer. So I'd like to sit here and react to it with all of you. I think that would be awesome.
And I like that the Lucky Gremlin is in his chat saying, shut up, DSP. The Lucky Gremlin in chat saying, oh no, not like a dragon again. And I really, really fucking hope when he goes to play another like a dragon game, it is an absolute shit show just like the last one was. I hope it's the slowest streams on the planet. And I really hope that me and ALT are still doing Act the King, because I know ALT is a big fan of watching Like a Guy late at night for hours on end waiting for a tip. It's one of my favorite things, actually.
Super chat.
Suffa ALT.
$50 from Edelweiss. Edelweiss, thank you so much. What a very generous super chat. And that definitely makes you the top super chatter of the day. So you have definitely taken the lead there. That supercharges us forward to $138 of the King's Coffers contributions. The coffers are filling. They are filling. We're getting there. We've almost hit the goal for the stream already, and we haven't even finished the podcast yet. So thank you guys very much for your support. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us take a look at Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii announced trailer. Here we go.
What a terrible name, by the way.
Well, here's someone we haven't seen much of recently. Goro.
We love Majima. He's incredibly cool.
What is the subtitle? What is going on? What is
you
that?
have French subtitles over top the English ones?
There we go. It was doing like a French subtitle. Okay.
I was gonna ask Snood to translate since I couldn't fucking read it.
Let's see what happens.
Snood, obviously one of those dirty French Canadians. I don't use dirty in a derogatory way. That's positive. Don't at me for being racist towards French Canadians.
I was gonna say, does he wash up with no clothes on too, just like Ichiban? But no, he's got clothes on. How does everyone in the Yakuza series keep getting washed up on beaches?
Female legs. DSP, turn the stream off, bro. You're married.
Hermit.
Oh, this is a kid? Those are kid legs? Even worse.
Whoa. The kid's like, oh, it's not for you, it's for me. Screw you. You can't hear me? Why can't you hear me?
Because the trailer's so fucking loud, bro.
My microphone is louder than the game. Why couldn't you hear me? That's weird. Whoa. A baby tiger? The heck? The game is louder? Alright, I'll lower it. The trailer must be a little loud. Or actually, you know what? I can do this.
It's incredibly loud. I preferred it that way, though.
That's better.
Uh-huh.
Good point.
Nice addition, DSP.
Amnesia.
You know, I will say, I've always wondered what it's like to have memory loss. Just morbid curiosity style. You always see people get amnesia in media, and I'm always like, how that even fucking makes sense, bro?
Wait a minute. Ryugagatoku, that's it. There's his little kunai dagger thing.
It's called a Tanto? You fucking ingrate? What if I have amnesia but I gore? You know, I guess that is a possibility.
Oh my god, it ties into like a Dragon Infinite Well. Holy shit.
Obviously. They said it as much on Twitter. It's like you don't even fucking read, bro.
じゃあネレ島におじさんの仲間がいるってこと？
固めの日本人ヤクザここにも来たんだろとぼけんなって本当に知らないんだよなあジェイソンお前んとこのガキといたんだよ固めのヤクザはどこにいる？あ
I'm really failing to see what the appeal of this style of content is when it comes from the guy. He's quite literally just watching the trailer.
I had no idea they were going to do a spin-off game based on Yakuza Like a Dragon Infinite Well. Like a Dragon Infinite Well, it's a complete tie-in. It literally ties into the plot of that game. Who would have thought that that was even going to ever happen? And it stars Goro, of all people, Majima.
Huh? What?
Yeah,
this game stars one of the main characters from this beloved franchise that he's been a part of since the very inception of? Huh? What? This character that you've literally already played as in Yakuza 0, one of the better selling Yakuza games of all time? Huh? Sure, bud.
Is it going to be turn-based RPG or action-based combat game? Let's see if they show anything.
It's gonna be it should be a turn-based combat game because that's what they said Like a Dragon is gonna be moving forward. It's like, again, he doesn't know anything about anything.
Captain Majima.
The fit's hard as fuck though. Absolutely dripped out of his mind.
Atlantis? What?
Jack Skellington, I also prefer the Yakuza 0 brawler style combat. I will never play a turn-based Yakuza game. You can't make me. If I wanted to play a JRPG, I'd go play one. I didn't because I don't want to.
Whoa! It's action-based.
It's actually action-based?
What the hell is this? What the game is this?
So wait, RGG literally fucking lied then. When they were fucking coming out with Infinite Wealth, and they were like, guys, the Like a Dragon series is moving turn-based, and whatever the other one is I never played, where you're like a detective or something, that game is gonna be the action game. And now, the spin-offs are brawler style? They said the main line was turn-based, so this is this. Oh, okay. All right. Dented. I'm dented and felted and quilted and all the things. Atlus got dunked on. Nothing he could do.
This game is absolutely insane.
I don't know why you would make Goro Majima the main character of a Yakuza game and not have it an action game.
How the hell did they make this game and no one knew about it at all until right now? This didn't leak or anything? A complete pirate-themed Like a Dragon game.
This is an ALTW. You're right. You're
looks
right.
Like it's straight out of like Devil May Cry. What is happening? This is wild. Wow. Look at this.
You love to see it. You love to see an action Yakuza game.
Goku combos and everything? The Goro Pirates. What the fuck? Did you see that?
No, go
Was
back.
that Samoa Joe? It was, wasn't it?
Viciously trying to pause. Look at him go.
That's Samoa Joe, the pro
That is
wrestler.
actually Samoa Joe. No shit. I thought he
He's
was
in
being
it. It's
racist.
fully
That is
him.
quite
I mean,
literally
that's
the
fully,
guy.
you
Look
know,
at him
face
go.
captured and everything. What the
Yo,
hell?
you know
So
how
they're gonna
fucking
have,
quick
like, you know,
he's seen
wrestlers
that
in
though,
it?
dude? Like an actual flash image of Samoa Joe. And he's like, oh my god, guys, look, it's a wrestler. Oh my lord.
Ew. What is going on with this franchise? I don't know who that guy was, but that was definitely Samoa Joe.
Like a Dragon Champions. RGG, get into touch with Scopely. I'll pitch to
Like
both
a
of you at the
Dragon,
same time.
Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. What the hell?
Still a shit
February
title.
28, 2025. What is going on? It's a real full game. Whoa. Okay, well, I'm obviously going to put this on my calendar. What is happening? That is bizarre. Pirate.
I want to say that I'm impressed with how quick
in
RGG gets
Hawaii.
games out, but since all of
February
their games
28th.
seem to be
What
so
the
similar, and like you guys said earlier in the chat, literally reusing a bunch
it
of
doesn't
assets
sound
all
real.
the
It sounds like
time,
it's like an April Fool's prank or something.
I'm really not
it's real.
impressed.
It's a
It
real
should
game.
be par for the course.
What I like is that it's action based. This is what I was saying. If they're gonna go full turn based for the standard Like a Dragon games, okay, that's fine. Go full turn based. But people like the action based combat that Yakuza went into the direction of, and also
They are practically
Lost
yearly
Judgment.
series,
So you
absolutely.
have to have games that also have that combat. So that's what they're doing. They're gonna have spin-off games. First it was Like a Dragon, what was it, Ishin? And then it was Like a Dragon, The Man with No Name. So now this is the next spin-off game that'll play action-based. Right? That's cool. That's really cool, man. I'm interested in it for sure. Obviously, I like the action-based stuff because
Tyler Perkins, I wouldn't argue that they're consistently good though. As somebody who doesn't like JRPGs, and I've played turn-based RPGs that I did enjoy, and the combat system that I saw from the guy, which I saw a lot of, unfortunately, looked fucking abysmal to me. Completely impossible to read. All of the animations on those characters look like a huge waste of time and just not visually appealing. So I'm not willing to say consistently good. But I have like quite a few.
And it looks like there's different styles. Like when he was the pirate, he was
my
using
sister
swords
liked
and
Lost
tossing them,
Judgment.
but then he was hand to hand.
Never played it.
Different juggles and combos. So likely it's going to be like the other games where you could swap between styles and do different kinds of combat on the fly. It looks good to me. My only question is it a full-fledged like $70 game? Right? I don't know if it is or not. If it is, I mean, as long as it has enough content, I'm okay with that. But I'm just curious, since it's not the main line Like a Dragon series, is it going to be $70 or are they going to try to sell it at a discount? And it is on PC. It says right there, PS5, PS4, Xbox, Windows, Steam. It's on everything. So I'll be playing it PC day one.
It's on everything.
Wow.
I didn't see a Switch icon
really
on there,
cool.
but it's on everything, you guys. Your Sega Saturn will run this,
Exactly.
I promise.
Falcuel says side games and Lost Judgment will be action-based while the mainline game is going to be turn-based. If a Cowboy fan says the game really does look insane, I'm not even into Yakuza and I was impressed. There you go. All right, well, looks good to me.
I
And
bet it
I'm excited
does.
for it. I hope you guys are too. Cool.
He's completely fucking sold off a one trailer, which is wild to me.
All right. Well, that was fun to look at.
In this day and age, you're getting hype
I'm
off
gonna
the
set this
trailer?
up.
Come
We
on,
have another
boss.
topic to
Come
discuss as
on.
well. Well, I have some shout outs.
Game Gear,
First
Baron,
of all,
man,
thank
absolutely.
you so much. A $50 super chat. And that
Yes, the game will
propelled
run
us.
your fridge, your Wii U, your TI-86 calculator or whatever the fuck. All of that is going to be able to run this game according to DSP. It's going to be released everywhere, literally.
All the way up to 138. It looks like another dollar tip came in. From Darkside Child Returns. Yes, Metaphor is a great game for you to try. Cave Story is a short Metroidvania game. You can beat it in about a week, I think. I'd also recommend the older Metal Gear games. They're very short as well. You got your Xbox
Like a Dragon
360.
Pirate
No, that
Yakuza in
doesn't work
Hawaii
anymore.
is
I haven't used that in
$60.
ages. You have access to old Spider-Man games. Yeah,
Since he's wondering if it's going to be
full
full cost. It
hooking it up
is.
to try to play an ancient
$60
game on a disc. That's just not going to happen. And remember, they closed down the digital marketplace. So, but thank you for the $1 tip. Okay.
Yo, Anno's on sale. Shame I'll
Cool.
never play it because it's Ubisoft.
All right.
All right.
We have another topic to discuss. I just want to see how we're doing.
Terrible.
Thank you guys for chilling with me here today. If you're having a good time, please like the stream. We're up to
Of course we had to do it, Meg.
14 likes and
Like, every time he seems to be moving on to a new topic is when he has to go in for the beg again. And then oftentimes he will try and go into the topic again, only to also beg again. It's kind of a question of how many begs can you get in before actually addressing the next topic.
climbing. Let's get it to 150. All right, let's get to 150 likes. And of course, thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for the gifted memberships, and thank you for the tips. What I would say is let's get a new top tipper. We only $5 and the tips today. Let's get a new top tipper to unseat Blastoise there. $6 will do it, right?
$6 will do it.
Dark Ethan did a super chat. You can see the price right now in Steam. What is it, Dark Ethan? What's the price of the game?
It's $60. You could go look.
I'm
You
curious.
could go look. Look right now. I'm sure you have. Oh no, he doesn't. He doesn't have Steam open. He's playing
another
Astrobot
5.
today.
What is the price of the game
Damn.
on Steam? 60? So it's not 70, it's not 50, it's 60. Cool.
Yo, Mr.
I'm
Gorehowl
definitely
with the
interested. I
2.
got it on my calendar
Saying
for
that
next year. That was
I got a
lit.
5-star card of that guy, talking about Samoa Joe in the trailer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course, he was very
Looks
familiar
fun.
with them.
Something way
All
zany
that
and
champions will
different,
do
right?
that to you. Thank you for the 2. Really appreciate it.
Okay. All right, we have one more topic to discuss today, everybody. Ready? One more topic to discuss. Here we go.
Thank fuck. I'm ready to go. I got an LTG video to record. To record.
Okay.
I finally finished a script yesterday.
All right, everyone. So here's the deal.
Get hype, obviously.
We kind of knew this was coming. The dawn of the era of the insanely ad-filled YouTube has hit. It has finally come to pass.
It hit a long
is
time
official.
ago, man.
As of yesterday, YouTube has this new thing going on. YouTube confirms your pause screen is now fair game for ads. So this is from The Verge. It's been nearly 6 years since we warned you ads are coming for your pause.
No,
button.
Eric Bretta,
18
not a
months since
different
Google revealed
lolcow. It's
YouTube
about
will
the
serve them up
LTG
too.
DSP
Now
drama.
YouTube confirms
It's still about
advertisers can
DSP.
broadly target your pause screen time. And basically down here they have some examples. Take a look. So someone paused a video on YouTube. The show is paused, but your hunger isn't. Dunkin's $6 meal deal. Yes. And there's some more too. Look. A car, a European car. This was supposed to be someone in the UK because it's a European ad that wouldn't be here.
Okay.
Transforming retail with AI, Super Micro Nvidia. These are all on people's pause screens. Okay? YouTube claims that these pause ads are actually designed to let the company offer you a less interruptive experience, but it didn't tell us that its normal ads will appear any less frequently as a result.
I
Yeah,
would
that's because
highly
they're not
doubt that
going
they
to.
are.
They're full of
Yeah.
shit. YouTube is going to give you these ads plus the regular ads. This is
Yes.
not, we're reducing other ads.
Of course
So that
not.
you could have ads during the pause and then you
It's
have
a shitty
less
site.
ads. There will be
What
more
if-
ads.
You can't
You
expect
understand?
anything
Like, the ads
less.
will be everywhere. That's the whole point, is to make more money, right? So the company introduced unskippable ads last year. Yes, they did. Ads that play and you cannot skip them at all. So
Yo, I didn't even know that. Please download ad blockers. Do not pay YouTube. Do not give Google money as much as possible. They're fucking terrible.
So there you go. So all I'm going to say is this. All right, this is going to happen everywhere. This is not, some new thing. This is going to start happening everywhere you go. All right. I have been a proponent of YouTube Premium for many years now. Ever since I started using YouTube, more and more.
Oh my, I can't even let him fucking cook. His actual solution to Google fucking over their customers and installing more ads on their bullshit is to reward them by giving them more money. Yes, you love to see it. Reward the behavior. Oh my fucking God, you're an idiot, bro. You're actually dumb. So one of the biggest issues that I actually see with this is they're going to put ads on your pause screens when you're watching things on YouTube, which is already incredibly obnoxious. But what about all of those people that are trying to watch something like instructional, educational style, and they need to pause to look at a graph, or they need to pause to see how something is done, you know, very intricately detailed style, and now they've got a fucking ad blocking half the screen? What about those people? What about all of those people that are going to be convenienced for an entire genre of YouTube videos? Fuck them, I guess. They should just cough up more money? Sounds good, dude.
More often for content, you know, React content and the like, I cannot suggest YouTube Premium more. So if you're someone who's always on YouTube, you're watching videos, you're watching live streams, the only way to do it is ad-free. All right. Now, I'm not saying that I don't get a kickback for doing this or whatever, but when I started doing YouTube Premium, it's like night and day. You can actually use the site normally, nothing intrusive, no pop-ups, no bullshit. You don't have to worry about ads when you pause, ads when you're playing, ads when you're trying to.
You shouldn't have to worry about any of those things anyway.
Your fucking eyelids. You're taking a shit. You hear something coming out of the bowl.
And ads when you sleep is actually the reason that I had to install third-party YouTube clients on my phone. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You get woken up enough times in the middle of the night by an ad that's an hour long at fucking full volume for some reason, and there's nothing else you can do. Like you're one step away from pulling up to headquarters yourself when it's interrupting your sleep when you have to go to work for a living. Fuck YouTube. An actual plague on the fucking earth at this point. Good lord. I wish there was real competitors, bro.
You stand up.
Please watch stuff on Odyssey, I guess.
Toilet. You know, it's coming. Like
I don't even think they have ads over on Odyssey anymore.
Trying to monetize everything.
Just a shitty layout.
YouTube Premium is the way to avoid it. It's like $18 a month or whatever. But hey,
$18 a month.
It's worth it for me as someone who full-time uses YouTube for work and pleasure as well. You know, you got to have it. You know, and by the way, I only have it on the one account. So whenever I basically do, you know, I log into that account if I'm going to do anything on YouTube, you know.
Yeah, like $18 a month is crazy. I've said forever, if it was like $5, I could justify it, right? $5 is not a big asking price. But anything higher than that, you've overpriced yourself. Your service isn't worth that, I promise.
It does work to some extent, but not fully. And YouTube is always finding ways around it. They reprogram the site. They make it so the ads still pop up. You know, I tried using ad block for purposes of like watching React content. It doesn't work. YouTube
it does
like
work.
The only way to do it.
Ad block is the best. Ad block rocks.
Stephanie says for them it's $13.99 a month. I don't remember what I pay. I'll say this though. Oh, I got to tell you this. This is a huge, huge tip. If you're going to get YouTube Premium, do not get it through your phone.
Yes.
If you get it through your phone, they
pay
charge
the Apple
you more
tax.
money because you're getting it through the store, whether it's the iPhone Apple store or whatever the Google store is. You got to get it on desktop. If you get it on desktop, you pay less, and then you just get it on your phone anyway. You just log in on your phone through the account that you're doing on desktop, and you get it for cheaper. Because, man, so many people do that and don't realize they're paying like $5 a month to whatever phone company you're using for no reason. They just take your money and
getting scammed.
Okay,
you already got ripped off by buying an Apple product.
Definitely do it that way.
And I see people. I've seen somebody in chat. Where did it go? Somebody said that ad block is constantly going up and down. Because you know they have to update it and YouTube's constantly fighting it and all that. FreeTube exists. It's an application you can download on your desktop and you can watch everything ad free if it came down to it. I prefer not to do that, but if I have to, I will, and I have in the past for these streams. And third-party applications on all your Samsung devices, of course. Please, or I should say your Android devices, of course. Don't give YouTube money.
Okay. All right. Well, we knew it was coming. Ads in your paws, ads everywhere.
Yeah, uBlock Origin does pretty much always work. They're the best.
Okay. So
that's
folks,
what I'm using right now.
For the show today, and
I don't even think you can donate to uBlock Origin. They're so based. They literally don't even take donations. They want to felt YouTube so bad. Come on now.
We're almost out of time. So what I would say is for the last 10-15 minutes of the show, I will open up the show to Q&A. If you tag me in the chat, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. If any more contributions come in, I'd greatly appreciate it. Right now, I would really appreciate some tips.
I would really appreciate tips, you guys. I need your money.
$5, Blastoise. Thank you for that, Blastoise.
What a weird thing to have to say. Obviously, you would like money. Everybody would like money.
Coffers to continue. That'd be great. I would love to restart the streak today with this stream. It would be amazing. All right. YouTube Premium is different depending on where you are. You got to look it up for yourself. Jade, how are you today? How you doing?
For
what do you guys want to chat about?
Android apps, for
what's
YouTube, you could use Revanced, which is a little intrusive for my liking. You can use New Pipe. New Pipe doesn't have like an algorithm-based feed. It's just your subscriptions, which is incredibly useful for my detracting, of course. And you could use GrayJ, which is Luis Rosman's thing. It's functional for the most part.
Lost Sony $400 million. No.
It does allow chatting during a live stream, which is incredibly cool, but it's jank. It's really jank.
Sony will continue to make bad decisions if they have the wrong people in power making the bad decisions. Anyone could have told them that game was going to flop.
Talking about Concord.
You're welcome. Jade says, thank you for Bison tonight.
I missed it. I was talking over
I know
it.
I'm going to be very rusty with M. Bison tonight.
Hey,
on Friday Night Fights. We'll see if I can get back up to snuff. Maybe I'll do a casual match or two just to get back into the swing of things. We'll see. Do I know when the Kino Casino guys are coming back? I know just as much as you guys. The rumor was that they were supposedly coming back this weekend, but I have not heard anything to that effect from anyone. You know that when they come back, they're going to tell everyone. It's not like they're going to be like, oh, we're just online randomly. They want to build up hype. So I would think they're going to tell everyone ahead of time so people can set the calendar and be ready for their premiere show when they come back from break. I wouldn't listen to rumors. If you listen to rumors that are unsubstantiated, you're going to be disappointed. It's that simple.
All right. Thanks for your incredible insight.
Lately, and what flavor was it? The last sub sandwich that I would have eaten would have been at least 1 or 2 months ago. And I believe my wife and I, we got it from...
What a fake sandwich enjoyer. Months ago.
It was Jersey Mike's. And I think I got a variation on the chicken cheesesteak. I think it was the one that had the peppers. I can't remember. I think it was the one that has the peppers. Is it like the Kahlua cheesesteak or something like that? I can't remember. But it had peppers and cheese and stuff on it.
All right. How many times did he say that it had peppers? Like 3 times? Cool. We got it, bro. It had peppers on it. If you don't know the name, move on. It was from Jersey Mike's. We got it, bro.
Activision stole everyone's money when it comes to Modern Warfare reboot campaign of the first Modern Warfare rebate game is officially unplayable now on PS4, PS5 for shame. Joel Loft, I have no idea what you just said. What are you talking about?
How did you not get that? I want to talk about the fact Activision stole everyone's money when it comes to the Modern Warfare reboot. The campaign of the first Modern Warfare reboot game is officially unplayable now on PS4 and PS5. For shame. What do you not understand about that? It's pretty self-explanatory, boss. I don't know what they did. I didn't hear about this. This is news to me. Big if true. Fuck Activision. I hate liking Call of Duty. I really do. I don't know how he's confused about this, though. Real quick, thank you, When in Gout, for the 2. I really appreciate it. I blame Phil's prolific uploads for ad creep. I blame DSP for all ad creep. Point blank, period. It's his fault, stupid.
Can you rephrase that so it makes sense? Because I don't know what Modern Warfare reboot is. I don't know what you're talking about, them stealing money. I'm so confused. Can you rephrase that in the form of a statement that has facts in it so I understand what you're saying? Electrification says, enjoying the cooler weather in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, yes, we no longer have summer weather, thankfully. We are
it's
in
60 degrees in Renton.
But the 70s is not hot summer weather. It's at least cooler, and we have cool breezes coming in and everything every day now. No 80 degrees plus on the horizon. And my blackout curtains arrived yesterday, but not the rod that I need to put on the wall to hang them on. So once the rod arrives, which may actually be this week or this weekend, I may be able to put in the blackout curtains, and then no longer will we have this light coming in that affects the setup, and it should block the heat because they're blackout curtains. It should block all the heat, and this room shouldn't heat up in the afternoons when the sun's out. So
they're not insulation though. Snood said this to me yesterday. Yes, I talked to Snood behind the scenes. Don't tell him I told you. But they're not insulation, bro. It really shouldn't affect the temperature all that much. They're curtains. You're not like installing any sort of temperature changing device. At most, like, it's going to be a few degrees cooler, if that. I hate that this is a segment that he constantly wants to, like, he insists on doing. the curtain segment. Oh, you guys, I'm getting a curtain rod. Like, anybody gives a fuck. Why don't you just shut up until it's installed and then go, no, don't you guys see my background now? It's the correct lighting because I have curtains. Like, I don't know why he has to hype up the most minute fucking details possible when you know when it's actually installed, it's going to be its own segment anyway. What a fucking waste of time, man. And now I can't unpause the video quickly enough.
I mean, if it shows up today, I'd love to do it tonight. But I don't know if I'm going to have time to do it after my late stream. When my wife works today, she's going to want to go to sleep
My
early,
wife,
she's tired.
she's working.
So I don't know. I might have to do it like over the weekend or early. I don't know. We'll have to see. I want to do it. But
The black curtains soak up the sun.
Right? Toronto Slayer says, any plans to do a review about the Penguin series for DSP Reacts? No, I'm not really interested in it. I didn't really like The Batman, the movie. I thought it was just okay. I wasn't in love with it. So I don't think I'm really going to like the show, so I'm probably not going to watch it. The damn man says, can I get a noun, please? I don't know. Noun? What are you talking about? What is going on?
Said, can I get a noun, please? Give him a noun, bro. What are you confused about? And not a proper noun either. Give him a normal noun. Cat. There you go.
Did
How
I
hard
not
was that?
say when it was announced? It doesn't matter what the hardware capabilities of the console are. It's about the game devs. It's about them wanting to put the time and effort to make their games run well on this console. That's the challenge. The problem is not the hardware. The PS5 right now can run games at 1080p.
Give you a predicate? Ah, fuck, boss. You lost me. I don't even know what a predicate is anymore. I can give you conjunction.
Instead, they don't care. They'll just
welcome.
pump out a game quick on PC and import it on there, and it's not as good. They don't care. They're not going crazy, bending over backwards to make the games run.
I can give you an adjective.
You just had
Yellow.
Final Fantasy 16. It was a PS5 exclusive.
I don't know what the fuck a predicate is, though.
Right? Low frame rate, pixelized. Like, what the fuck? So, it's the game devs. It's not the hardware. They could literally have a PS5 with the top of the line hardware, and the games will still run like shit on it. They have to develop.
The predicate's a verb. Why didn't you just call it a verb?
So let's see.
This is why I slept in school. That shit don't add up.
The campaign of the Modern Warfare reboot from 2019, so 5-year-old game, is officially unplayable on PS4, PS5. It crashes for everyone. In short, Activision robbed everyone. If that's the case, it's probably not something they did. It's probably an update to the console, because why would Activision have updated the game 5 years later just to make it crash and unplayable? It sounds to me like that latest maybe dashboard update on PS5 that just happened, which, by the way, I don't know if it loaded on mine or not. I have to find out. I forgot to check. But maybe that's what caused it. I don't know. I mean, that's a bad situation. Obviously, they should fix it if people bought it. Eternal Napalm, thanks for 37 months.
Yeah, but Blizzard did this. Blizzard did a similar thing when they completely removed a game that everybody played in the form of Overwatch and made everybody play the free-to-play shittier version, Overwatch 2. So like we're not gonna sit here and pretend that we give a fuck whether companies are scamming people out of things that they paid for. Are we, DSP? Because I don't remember any outrage over that. I don't even remember him ever addressing that. Did he even play Overwatch 2? I don't think that he did.
Remember, fuck the PS5 Pro, greedy fucks. There you go. Game Boy, how are you today? I'm doing good.
Fort Worth raised. I'll never play Overwatch again. Not only can I not stand Blizzard at this point, but they nerfed every single character I enjoyed playing in an effort to change the meta constantly, which is incredibly cringe.
Everything through the app.
That's why I don't even play competitive games anymore, man. I'm so tired of them constantly changing shit that didn't need to be changed because people whine online.
King Michael, yes, how are you? Yeah, I know. What gets me, like, everyone now is talking about Final Fantasy 16 on PC and that it's not good. Why port your game to PC, take a year to do it, and then still have it be bad? Like, just then forget it, right? Like, in my opinion, if you can't do it sufficiently, just don't do it. Just admit, we're not going to bother with this. We don't know what the fuck we're doing.
I don't even remember what he's talking about.
Now, a year and a half later, it's coming out on PC, and people want to play it. They go to play it.
Oh, Final Fantasy 16 coming out on PC.
You waited a year and a half. You kept saying it was going to come to PC, and now it's terrible. What is these people's problems? Am I a fan of...
I mean, Rockstar does the same thing with all of their games, though. It's just that their games don't run like shit. I'm not going to say that they aren't shit games. GTA 5 sucks dicks, and it's the worst GTA I've probably ever played. You can at me for it. I don't give a shit. but they also waited an age and a half in order to release their games on PC. Are you gonna complain about that, or are you just gonna let that go?
Funyuns. I'm actually more of a fan.
And they're gonna do it again on GTA
There's like
6.
a Hawaiian brand that does the Maui onion rings. I like those better than Funyuns. They taste a little better. Epic Mickey 1 is not a bad game. The reason that Epic Mickey 1 was terrible was because it was on the Wii, and the Wii could not handle what the game wanted to do. The frame rate dipped into the single digits, the game would crash, the camera was bad. So basically, it was the Wii's fault. The motion controls sucked. If they're remaking this game, Epic Mickey, for a modern console, and it runs at smooth 60 frames and the controls are good, I could see it being a really good game.
Really? I almost want to rewatch the Epic Mickey review that he did back in the day. The Hateful Truth. Because he hated that fucking game for more reasons than just the frame rate.
So you would think 14 years later they got it right. I don't know. Yeah, the Tim's Cascade chips, and then the brand that's the Hawaiian brand sells the rings as well. They're small rings. They almost look like calamari rings, but they're sweet onion rings. Those are really good.
I'm surprised DSP even knows. I guess he would know what calamari looks like. I'd be interested to hear if he's ever eaten calamari. That seems like the type of thing that DSP would call icky and never try.
Anything else you guys want to talk about, or are we done? Should we adjourn? Seems like you guys have petered out on topics, right? By the way, for those of you who got the gifted memberships earlier, enjoy them. They were from a troll, because that troll then changed their name to Derek while those memberships were being gifted out. So the last one said it was gifted out by Derek, and I was like, there was no one in here named Derek gifting out memberships. And I looked, and I saw the account name changed. So then I banned the account. So they're fake. They're definitely fake memberships. You know, they're not going to come in here with that troll name and then fucking give out memberships that are legit. So enjoy them. You
don't know that, though.
Get the use out of them as if they're
you
legit,
literally don't know that
for those memberships. Hence, do you see why I'm not
nothing to go off to
no
prove that at all? Just talking out your ass.
Doing that. All right, see you later, Lucky Gremlin.
All right, see you later,
guys. We're at the end of our podcast. Thanks for joining me for it. Thank you for the support during it. I mean, holy crap, we've almost hit the King's Coffers goal, and I didn't even play the game. So if we hit that, that's amazing. Let's get the streak going again. Let's rebuild the streak from the ground up now with the new way that we're doing this. Counting super chats, counting tips. I would just say, let's get some tips going. Right now, the top tipper is $5 Blastoise. Let's get a nice chunky tip in there. That would be great.
Get a chunky chip in there? The chocolate chunk cookie.
No, the DSP Rich is not available. It will be within a week, supposedly. It is being worked on.
Are you guys giving this level 1 podcast the boom or the doom?
As it's being worked on.
Okay? I think I'm going to give it the doom. All right. Okay.
Does anyone know how Steam points work, or if they even do anything? Because I've noticed I've gotten some stuff on Steam. They say, oh, you got an award or whatever. You're going to get Steam points.
Yeah.
I don't know what you use them for. Like, I just
backgrounds,
about one right now, and I'm
profile
like,
pictures, frames, showcases for your profile.
You know,
things that matter if you have friends.
Stupid thing that really doesn't mean anything, right?
No, it does. Why does it have to mean something? They're giving you a fictional currency for spending money on games you were buying anyway to customize your profile, bro. How do you hate on everything possible without even understanding what it's actually doing? At least understand it first. Yeah, it's not meaningful. Valve fucked it.
It's used to buy stuff like emotes and wallpapers for Steam. Oh, who cares about that?
You can use them to put a clown sticker on DSP's profile. That's not a bad idea.
Well, I don't think I'll ever care about Steam points.
I didn't think you would, man. Really didn't think you would. Can you even search other people's profiles without friending them?
What is Steam chat anyway? Who chats on Steam? Oh, you get emotes for Steam chat. Oh, that's what I do. I sit on Steam all day talking with people in a digital marketplace. That's where I like to hang out. Weird.
Wait, why would he think that Steam chat is first off a digital marketplace, and also it would be the equivalent of messaging your friends on whatever fucking gaming platform you play on if you weren't using Discord, a third-party application that a lot of people probably don't use. What the fuck is wrong with using Steam messaging? What?
Jade Van Zyl, we can see you. Yes.
Yo, you guys remember making voice chats through Steam instead of Skype back in the day? I remember I did that for a while.
Some fun topics. Hopefully now people will understand the new goals on stream and be more willing to, contribute. I think it's a good thing. I think people are going to like the changes, hopefully. And I thank you all for chilling with me here on the Level 1 podcast. Tomorrow, of course, we'll talk about how today went with the new changes and any new topics and stuff. Always open to suggestions on topics to talk about on the show. Thank you guys so much. I will see you on Saturday.
Gross. Well, I want to thank everybody for showing up. This is not quite the end of the stream because I do have a nice little ditty to play on the way out for all of those that are interested. But for those who aren't, I appreciate you showing up. I appreciate your time, your chats. All of that was very cool and meaningful to me. Hopefully you have a safe weekend until I see you next, which hopefully is tomorrow morning. I have no idea what I'm going to stream, but I'll figure it out, I promise. Have a safe time. And goodbye while I play this outro song very sloppily. Here you go. Bye.
And everyone that doubted me could swallow their apology. I'm the kind of character that's written in mythology. Living in the present day, it's in my biology. Rap about equality and rock the mic properly. It's obvious a lot of you can learn from this philosophy. I'm not a know-it-all, I'm full of curiosity. I'm fascinated by the stars and the luminosity. Guided by prophecy, working at full velocity. I grew up on the classics, class of Sean Connery. My woman's from a James Bond flick, I won the lottery. Plus I'm old young mind, similar to pottery. I just stole your fans, better call it in a robbery. I sound so original, my clone couldn't copy me. No, this anatomy belongs to a prodigy. Honestly, in my mind, nobody is topping me. La 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 la, let's show 'em how we do this. La 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 la, let's start the show. I don't wanna be how everybody else is. I'd much rather be original. La 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 la, let's show 'em how we do this. La 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 la, let's start the show. I don't wanna be how everybody else is. I'd much rather be original. I don't wanna blend in how those other men did. Before they even got going, their careers ended. But not me, I'm driven by a very different engine that keeps ripping, giving me incredible momentum. So if you're offended by anything I mention or anything I wear, if you have an objection, write out a complaint and place it in your rectum. Or better yet, type it in the comment section. That'll give this video a little more attention. My God, your iPod needs an intervention. Look at you doing that just because you're friendly. Be yourself and make your decisions independent. My rhythm is tremendous and lyricism endless. Nobody is similar, I see no resemblance. A treat for the senses, followed by a question. Tell me, what is it you see in your reflection? La 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 la, let's show 'em how we do this. La 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 la, let's start the show. I don't wanna be how everybody else is. I'd much rather be original. La 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 la, let's show 'em how we do this. La 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 la, let's start the show. I don't wanna be how everybody else is. I'd much rather be original. I don't wanna be how everybody else is. I don't wanna be how everybody else is. I don't wanna be how everybody else is. I'd much rather be original. I'ma be the only person I'm supposed to be, and that's me. It's a bonus if they notice me. I make music and use it to buy my groceries. Nowadays I'm even moving units overseas. I'm busy working while they leave it to a clover leaf. I've been original since in my mama's ovaries. I started locally and now they know me globally. Depression and anxiety, I talk about them openly. La 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 la, let's show 'em how we do this. La 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 la, let's start the show. I don't wanna be how everybody else is. I'd much rather be original. La 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 la, let's show 'em how we do this. La 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 la, let's start the show. I don't wanna be how everybody else is. I'd much rather be original.
Oh dear.
What are you all daring about?